And we're live. We are live, everybody. Happy Sunday. Don't mind my voice. My voice is still a little bit rough. I don't know, I guess between being hot outside and getting in the air conditioning, in the truck, and just woke up the other morning feeling a little bit crappy. But I already took a test, and it's not nothing with any numbers in it, so we're good. Let's see who
Mine
we
is
got.
my allergies. My allergies have been kicking in.
Yeah, that might
So I
be mine
completely get
too.
that.
Because I was in I figured I was in like 10 different states this week, and next week's gonna be just more of the same. I got to go back out to Indiana tomorrow, and we'll take it from there. Let's see who we got out here so far. We got Dave Lloyd, we got Tim's in chat, Cassie's in chat, Net Reality's in chat. What's up, Graham? The chair is in the chat. Bill, you are most certainly old enough to know what those thumbnails mean. Al
Oh.
Ben, what's going on? Take me to the sea. Take me to sea. I looked at your mix a little bit ago, and we're going to talk about that. It looks really, really good. I'm really happy to see more people participating in the hashtag SMS. That's awesome. Arnie S, what's going on? Horseshoe, what's up, Horseshoe? Neon Koala, Swaggy Shane, what's up, brother? Hopefully you're feeling better. Let's see, anybody else out here yet? Stream Elements is out here saying the Stream Element spot is running. That's always good. I'm not sick. I just got a little chest congestion. But it's clearing up. A little Metamucil, a little Dayquil. We'll be all right.
And I'm trying to find one flavor to mix this. Of course, it's one flavor. It's one Bill would really enjoy too.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure. So, Tim, how's your week been?
It's been a busy week, a really busy week, trying to get stuff done outside here. Realizing I'm having limitations still. I get winded a little bit easy, and especially in the heat.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% yet. I'm trying. I'm already doing more than she says I should be doing, of course, but
yeah.
That's her opinion, not mine.
I
feel like
usually
I'm
get the
subpar.
opposite. I usually get the opposite. It's like, yeah, we're a guy always get told I don't do enough.
Oh, I get that too, but that's a totally different story. That's usually if she wants me to do something.
The pumper with
the pumper.
the Hadron RDSA on it, and I was going to save it and build it on the stream, but I got impatient, and I wanted to really start playing with it, so I went ahead and built on it yesterday. Used the coils that came with it. They're actually decent, just fused Claptons, but came out 0.15. That's right around where I like to be on regulated stuff. So,
I figured out why I couldn't find it. I left it out last night so that I would remember to use it because it's one of the flavors I was planning on building off of.
oh,
It's on my desk already. It's already on my desk. I'm sitting here searching, couldn't find it. The Madagascar Vanilla. I wanted to play with that. So
yeah, David, you'll like it. I mean, I saw Wendy's review and said about taking it apart, and because the I guess like the pump on it was stiff on hers. Well, mine, I didn't have to take it apart. Mine, it's pump no problem. So I didn't worry about taking.
She also got the reviewer said it might not have been quite 100%.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking too.
They sometimes will, if there was a complaint about that, and she probably put one in, they might have actually worked on it before it got released.
That could be, yeah. I didn't look and see what serial number I have or anything. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the pumpers themselves are serialized, but I'm sure the RDA
it's serial number 27.
There we go. Yep, serial 27 exactly. I went ahead and I remixed my blue custard that Gary went ahead and did a review video on. Your TNO TPR. Now he's Gary Vapes.
Gary Vapes.
Yep, I know. I guess no one told him that wasn't the best the best name for his channel, but hey, if it works for him. And he was complaining that he really liked the mix, but he said it was dry. So, and he said he made this suggestion about using super sweet instead of TFA sweetener, so I swapped them out. And obviously I only went 0.5% on the super sweet, and I guess there's a little bit of a difference. It's a little bit brighter.
Speaking of, I got the Pearl super sweet in.
Oh yeah, it's good stuff. Oh,
honestly,
wow, you got a big bottle.
It's really good. Yeah, it was like $8 for a big bottle. I said, you know what? It's sweetener. I'm gonna eventually use it as long as it's not terrible.
Yeah. Let's see, Breno said good day, Breno. Leo Barry, what's going on, Leo? Anybody else sneak in that I miss? I don't think so. Yeah, that's retro. We're here to pump you up. Exactly.
Exactly. Although it's more difficult, I did figure out how to do the whole other screen share thing on my channel too, so I can finally do that. I just got to remember to do it now because I used to be able to just hit the button. Can't do that anymore. It's fun, but yeah, we're getting ready for this one. This is gonna be good. My thing is gonna have that off flavor at first because TPA vanilla bean ice cream because I'm gonna go all TPA. So we're gonna go old school. Might as well go an old school like flavor house.
Oh, absolutely. Muth, good morning, Muth. Luke, what's up, Luke? Yeah, Muth has a couple good mixes once again. She keeps knocking it out of the park. I got the, you know what's weird? I ordered the 555 gold from Inawera to mix Muth's Cracker Jack RY4. And when it came in, it says RY4 TDM on it, on the bottle. And I saw it when the order summary came through. I'm like, are they the same? And it is the same. It's just the way Bull City label it. It's the same as 555. So I'm like, okay. So I guess 555 is like a nuttier RY4 type of flavor.
See, that's the thing. It gets a little scary when you get different things in different labels. It's like, well, my Flavor Art Fuji apple just came through as, even though I ordered Fuji apple,
Just
came in
as Fuji. Fuji,
just
yes.
Fuji. Which,
well, that's like Flavor Art.
She was looking for Fuji apple. She goes, "Is that the right one?" I go, "Does it smell like apple?"
Yeah. No, that's also like at Bull City, Flavor Art Stark apple just comes through as Flavor Art apple. And now
that would be bad.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different apples out there that could easily be mistaken. And I'm not going to look for. If I'm looking for Stark apple, I'm looking for Stark. I'm not going to be looking for apple. So that this is like, at least Fuji is Fuji apple. Starts with a Fuji.
Yeah.
But
I finally got Capella's Fuji apple, just because I needed enough to get free shipping.
I did too.
And I went through the clearance bin over there at Bull City, picked up a bunch of flavored tobaccos that I didn't have, and a couple that I thought I didn't have, that I actually did have when I went to put everything in ELR. I'm like, oh wait, I do have that one? Okay. Like Tatanka. Now I have an extra bottle of Tatanka that I'll never use.
I have the Tatanka. Is it bad?
No, it's fine. Oh no, it's absolutely fine. I bet that and like RY4 Asian might go together pretty well, because it has like that spicier note to it.
Yeah. He sent me a few of the tobaccos to try for the upcoming. There's gonna be a tobacco episode, obviously. There's gonna be a tobacco episode every once in a while. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I got some of the flavors for that, and then the ones that aren't gonna fit that tobacco profile, I've been trying them out and trying to mix something live with them. And honestly, I haven't had one I hated, and that's weird because I've kind of been one of those. I really don't want to touch tobacco vapes. Now it's like I haven't put a tobacco vape together that I won't actually vape. It's not daily.
Yeah.
But it is something, if I'm sitting here, I just might pick up and just start puffing on.
Yeah. Oh, that's like, it's like me. It's like I'll go through phases where and it's weird because it's usually, it's like the opposite seasons. It's like when it's warm outside, you think you're doing brighter, maybe, fruits and all that. Well, for me, for some reason, I kind of like, I don't know, I go the other way. I start making more creams and custards, and it's kind of backwards. I mean, it's kind of, I just, I don't know, it's a little bit of everything, I guess. I've been doing more, like, I've been looking more, I get more inspired by looking at Mutt's mixes, seeing this tobacco and that tobacco, or just, and getting out of my normal comfort zone and mixing a little bit differently. I mean, just small batches, nothing crazy, just. And
that's what I've been doing lately. Is I've been getting inspiration from people's mixes a lot lately. That's one of the reasons why I've been checking and watching the ELR for different recipes and stuff even more, is because I'm getting inspiration. It's like yesterday, Meter had that caramel candy thing. I made Bob's. I had made a rendition of Bob's caramel apple candy. Made it last night after the show, and I also made a version of Meters. I'm missing a flavoring from each one, so it kind of. And here's the thing: Bob's is apple forward, that sour apple forward.
Yes.
Meter's is caramel forward. Meter has that caramel nailed pretty good. So I took that caramel and I made this last night random, not on a mixing show. You know, I could have saved it for a mixing show. I made a caramel milk chocolate malt ball.
Oh, hell.
And this is delicious. It's gonna need a little bit of steep still for the creams in it, but oh, that is really, really good. So it's like that inspiration just came from someone else's recipe from the caramel I tasted. And then this next order, I'll get the right ones, similar to what I did with your mix for her, which I have to mix that today, regardless of whether or not it's retro.
Yeah.
I have to mix some more, or I'm gonna get probably lynched. So yeah, thanks a lot, Frank. You had to make a complicated recipe for me. I have to mix on a regular basis.
Yeah.
I tell you.
Now, Horseshoe, did you have any trouble with yours like leaking or at least weeping a little bit? Because that's been my biggest complaint with the vessel is I know I'm not using it in a pulsed AIO, so that might be part of it too. Just using it in a regular billet, and it just seems like it was getting really wet inside. Which I know being wet inside is not usually a bad thing, but when it comes to a billet box, yeah, it is. And Neon Koala, Tam's around. She's been under the weather. She's been dealing with some stuff, but she will be fine. She'll get back on it here shortly.
Yeah, that actually,
I'm not too
Muff is
concerned.
pretty good. I'll get an update as it steeps, but so far, I made it off the shake. It was pretty good last night. I get in that weird, like, cream needs to steep thing because it has the barbarian cream in it. But that actually, the barbarian cream actually steeps pretty quickly.
I did order the barbarian cream finally. So when I was going through Swaggy's site on last weekend for a sale, I got to like the end of the C's and I'm like, all right, I have to stop now. I'm up like $60, $70 or whatever it was, $50. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna stop there because there's so many I just don't have now because he put out so many.
Yep. Yeah, that's going to be interesting too for the quarterly because then we got to go all the swaggy flavors too for the quarter, and that's I'm gonna have to actually compile that list of where we start and end on that because as they come out, I'm constantly testing swaggy's flavors, so it's like kind of hard to differentiate for me where the beginning and end ends. So
yeah. Oh, you bet, Mom.
There we go. You got one more.
I say she'll probably watch. She might even have it on in the background or something, but she'll be around, I'm sure. We have an Adam slipping in.
Ah.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
All right. Walking home from work.
There we go.
I was gonna say they don't look like you're at home.
Nope, not yet. 3 blocks away.
I forgot to add the super sweet. I gotta edit this. Oh no, I did. It's right there.
In the city of Chicago. It's probably too warm for all these fucking layers that I'm wearing.
I say it looks like you'd be sweating in that.
A little bit. Plus, I just finished fucking lugging heavy shit.
Yeah.
Spielberg will not stay in. Fucking. There we go.
It's funny you talk about on truck day, on Tuesdays usually, and then you got the trucker on Sunday. You got someone you can complain to, even though this trucker actually knows how to do his job.
Wait,
hey,
what
Dave
about trucker?
Marsh.
Oh, Frank.
Yeah, my truck looks
Frank's
so
not a hack like our truckers though.
My truck looks so empty right now. I have 2 big basically shells for RVs on that I'm taking to an RV place up in Elkhart, Indiana tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
You up there in Amish country?
Yeah, sure is.
I mean, they look like they could be like limo buses. Like they have all the windows and everything in them, but they're just gutted on the inside. It's just. And like when I saw the description, it just said incomplete vehicle, and I'm thinking if these are chassis, then they better give me one more. But nah, they're big shells of trucks, so it's like yeah, doesn't weigh a lot, but it's still it took up a lot of room. I don't mind, they pay good, and there ain't shit going on down there right now, so.
Ooh, yard sale.
Yard sale.
That's it. We're gonna watch the live yard sale.
¿Tienes los libros cómicos? Asking them if they have comic books. O guitarras, instrumentos musicales. Fucking earbud will not stay in. My inner ear is too sweaty.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Oh, they just got closed.
I bought these on Amazon. These Tozo earbuds, and these things do not stay in.
Are they T9s or T3s?
T9s, yeah.
Hell yeah, I almost bought those too.
Yeah, they don't stay in my ear too good, and I had trouble with them connecting, especially using OBS. So that's why I quit messing with them.
Oh, now I'm glad I bought these ones instead. Shit.
The hardwired just seems to work best.
Yeah, I can't use Bluetooth on my computer. It's too weird.
Yeah, that's it, exactly.
I like wired headphones.
Oh, nice. Yeah, this looks good too. I think the only flavor I am missing, well, no, I'm missing that bourbon vanilla, and I'm missing cream of mint.
Yard sale.
It's gonna need a steep, but I'm getting the hints of a nice shamrock shake there, so I think this is gonna actually work out really nice.
It's my feet. Sorry.
Yeah, so far we have 7 mixes for. Yep, we got 7 mixes this week. I thought we had. Yeah, so Rocky only did 1. I thought Rocky did 2 this week.
Man, they got a lot of shit here. Holy crap.
He did. He just forgot to tag you in 3% milk and honey.
Oh yeah.
3% milk and honey with a little bit of sweetener. There you go.
Oh yeah.
3% milk and honey and some sweetener. He's got 2 mixes. Rocky's all set.
Oh yeah, I did put subtitles on now. I changed it up a little bit, just lowered latency, because I know there was one person that is deaf that wanted to be able to watch the show, and I didn't know how to do it. Then I realized how to do it. I'm like, okay, well, so hopefully this person comes back, and if any other people that are hearing impaired can now watch the show live.
Huh?
Yeah, but I got her one of the Bluetooth keyboards for her phone. So she can now her typing should be much better.
Whoa, that's a fucking hell of a lot of ants I just stepped on.
That was one of her birthday gifts I kind of forgot about until she reminded me. And I'm like, oh, let me order that right now.
I'm the real gangsters walking in the middle of the street.
Fortunately, it was here within 2 days from when I ordered it. So
there you go. Good brunch time there, Daniel. He says good semi-morning.
Mm-hmm. Did you have a nice nap since I last spoke to you? Talking to him, says he's gonna lay down for a 45-minute nap. So.
Yeah, it was cool hanging out with Daniel Monday night in the naked Dave Bellows, the naked ID 10T.
Yeah, I thought that was a little weird. That was a little.
Him and
Sam, I turned on developed and I was like, "Is Dave not wearing a shirt?"
Yeah, him and
That's
Sam,
what I said. Yeah,
him and Sam were wearing the same shirt. So Dave's like, "Well, screw this, we can't have that," and just took his shirt off.
And that's why I love Dave right there.
Yep.
Gives 0 fucks.
Yep. Good morning, Janine. Good morning, Sub-Omi.
Yeah.
Sam took the nap. Okay.
Yep, Sam took nap. That Daniel.
Yeah, well, Sam's got kids, so he needs naps when he can get them in.
My block.
The funny thing is, he takes more naps than the kids do.
Yeah,
I mean, that's.
That's usually how it goes, because you need the extra naps to be able to keep up with the kids.
Right. So I gotta vape this dry, but I'm not hating it. That caramel milk chocolate malt ball. That actually is just that's good. I was just gonna make a regular malt ball, but I was like that caramel. Oh, actually it started off as gonna be nougat, and I took the nougat out and decided to go with the malt instead.
Oh, there you go.
It's gonna bump the nougat because that's the one thing about the Wonder Flavors nougat. It's a little bit on the light side, so to stand up that caramel.
That was a new flavor. Aren't we supposed to be using classic flavors today?
No, he was just.
Oh yeah, that's not for today. That's from last night after the show, between shows. That was between shows. It wasn't even on a show.
All right, whatever.
However, someone did ask about it.
Crazy
quick in the chat. I'll throw it out in the chat.
What's up, Kevin? You're on my podcast.
What up, dude?
That's my neighbor, Kevin. Oh, man. Nova, you bark. to bark.
Yeah, since I wasn't on a show, I did put it in chat because someone did say that they want to look for that. It's right there. It actually turned out delicious too. But no, I think this is going to be really good. This is going to be a good Shamrock Shake for being a classic version, like all old school flavors.
Yeah.
I mean, it does have that TPA vanilla bean ice cream, and Adam, we know this. This is one of those ones that has that little bit of a
little spicy note to it.
Little spicy note to it.
For you fucking weirdos, spicy pepper tasters, sure.
Yeah, it is weird. Yeah, I guess I don't know about that.
But
gets it too.
This actually, it's not quite pepper to me, so it isn't horrible. And with the creme de menthe, it actually I don't mind it in here so far. And this is even before it steeps, and that goes away a little. So it's like we'll see. I think this might actually work for me. I mean, would I change it out for a different vanilla bean ice cream? Probably. But is it bad the way it is? No.
Whoa!
I could definitely have seen this going up on a shelf.
A fucking mess.
Uh-oh.
I cleaned that up last night. I had that same thing going on. Oh, wait a minute. It still looks that bad. It was worse than that last night.
Fucking everywhere.
I actually finished. I put all my flavorings away by Flavor House, all the new ones too.
Oh, there you go.
Finally got it done. With all the packages of flavorings last month, I never got around to putting them all away.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of single flavor testing means a lot of flavors get left out until you get them done. Yeah, my hat's off to those.
Let's say I just had a small taste of it doing one show, but
can you imagine like I'll think of Dave, how many flavors he's tested single flavor or fresh or tam, and and I'll say I could see how I'm actually amazed how long Dave went with that because of the amount of flavors he has tested.
Oh yeah.
That's
you could just see the bins behind him. It looks like a commercial lab.
Look what I found. Hi, Shaniqua. What are you doing?
All right, I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah, it does have that little bit of a spicy note to it. But it also has a nice creme de menthe.
I'm gonna mix mine up real quick here. Turn on the mix cam. Oops, grab the right one.
That's gonna need 7 to 10 days to steep though with that vanilla bean ice cream. Put that in the notes.
All right, let's get some OBS action. Let's get some Zoom action.
This is a little small 10 ml batch I'm doing here.
Let's get some voice meter action.
There.
Or not.
Oh, wait a minute. No, that was wrong. Let's get rid of that. I put that in the wrong one.
Don't fuck it up, Jim.
Put something in the wrong hole.
Whoa, that's a real fuck up. You fucking dick bit off or some shit like that.
No, I put it on the malt one instead of that one.
Put your dick in the malt, dude? Again, bad
yes,
place.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
If this is going to be that kind of party, I'm going to stick my dick in the mashed potatoes.
Let's see, first flavor I used was Flavor West Guava. Oddball flavor. Here's some TFA nectarine.
I didn't even know that existed.
I didn't either.
It's not. It's not a great flavor, but it's not a bad flavor. I just figured something different besides just using Capella sweet guava. I was trying to handcuff on this passion fruit. The only passion fruit I had that would qualify as TFA, and it's a little skunky, but it'll work.
Yeah, because we just determined that.
Passion fruit, Frank?
Flavor passion fruit is too new.
Yep.
Oh shit! You're right.
Yeah, we just had that discussion yesterday about that the mixed one, the passion fruit, mango passion fruit
pineapple. Yep.
One.
Oh yeah, you were the one who was like, I think that's an old one. And I was like, no, I think that's relatively.
I knew it wasn't old enough to be for this, but I didn't realize that was actually the newest pack. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was in the newest release.
I actually really like how balanced that flavor is.
Yeah, I might need to mess with that. Not today though.
It's a really nicely balanced flavor. Usually you get those ones where the company puts it together and you're like, this one something needs to be bumped. And that one there, I tried it as it was, and I tried bumping it once and it messed up the balance. It's like that one there, you kind of want to leave it alone. Let it stand alone for those flavors.
I actually vaped that single flavor, like my whole 5 ml sample bottle.
I can see that. It's a really nice flavor.
Yeah.
That's way too many of me in here.
Oh, the caramel base that Meter came up with, that's in the caramel milk chocolate malt ball, is he used the caramel candy TPA at 3% and caramel VSO at 2%. I mean, he used the point whatever percent. I rounded off, but that caramel base is absolutely freaking delicious. It's a nice candy like caramel base, nice gooey caramel. That's what inspired me to make that caramel milk chocolate malt ball last night, was just because of that caramel base. Like, I need to do something with this caramel. It's delicious. Because I made the caramel apple caramels, Bob's and Meters, but both with one sub in each one that I have to change out, that I'll be ordering, and I'll mix them correctly. I'm going to test all 4 together and see what we wind up with. We might wind up with a number 5 that's a mixture of the two, because I'm kind of liking, like I said, like Bob's apple better for the apple coming forward, but I kind of like Meters caramel.
Now let's just hope this bottle didn't just get totally screwed up. Went to pick it up to put the cap on it, and I dropped it, but it looked like only maybe a couple of drops of VG came off the top of it, so it wasn't shooken yet. Oh my God. Oh, someone just donated. What was that?
Moth.
Oh, Moth, thank you so much. Awesome. I heard the cha-ching.
Yep.
Oh.
That's shit. The character. Is that the para character? Is that what that is?
I think so, yeah.
I missed that. That was what she said. Remember, she used to have the thing that would read it out so she could read it, what it actually was. Oh, and Michelle would try and guess. I missed that. That was like my favorite part. Someone throw a super chat in, and Michelle would try and guess, and Michelle would come up with some of the most outrageous guesses sometimes. Yeah. It is. Muth, I'll put it in chat again. But right here is the. It's this caramel right here. Just take out all the rest and keep the 2 caramels, and that's basically it. That is a delicious caramel mix. Like way beyond what I expected when I tried it. Because VSO caramel isn't the most potent caramel, but it has a nice caramel flavor. And then that TPA caramel candy is a little bit rich, and it kind of balances it out right there. It's really nice.
This is dry. It is.
Did you ever try to push Swag's caramel higher than 2%?
Yes. It's okay, but it still doesn't thicken. That's the part that bugs me. It doesn't thicken up. It just gets a nice caramel flavor, but it kind of feels like it's like watery.
Oh, wait, Paul, I already fucking voted. Jesus.
Whereas that caramel candy actually comes through, is almost like it's a real thick candy. And the combination of the two kind of makes it really nice and gooey.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite caramels flavorings. TFA caramel candy. I fucking love that shit.
That's a classic.
Yeah, you can
Flavor West caramel candy will work as well. It's close. TFA and Flavor West caramel candies are very close.
It's probably worse on your coils.
I opened that yesterday.
The Flavor West.
That's not going to last long. I'm going to have to get a much bigger bottle.
They like to throw extra sugars in their flavors.
Oh, for sure.
But I mean, to be fair, they didn't expect us assholes to be using them for our vapes either.
No. I don't even hate that spicy note in that off the shake. I know it's there, and I know it's weird, but it's kind of interesting. tempted to go back to the caramel, but at the same time, I kind of really like this creme de menthe. This Shamrock Shake.
Chasing Clouds, what's up, dude? Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, I don't know if there actually was anybody who made one like that had a what some of the older Shamrock Shake flavors were that were out there, but I mean, if that was available back pre-2018, why wasn't that my life?
I always used Flavor West creme de menthe as like the main note.
I used the TPA one because I kept it all TPA, but
I don't have TPAs. I have a gallon of the Flavor West stuff though, because it was like $1.50 for 60 mils like a couple years ago.
Wow.
I still have to put out a mix over on Wayne's midweek critique. I have one in concept. I just never mixed it. I may change it though, because the more I look at it, the less I like it. So I'm kind of glad I mixed it.
With that credit for that caramel mix is 100%. The meter does many things.
I need to make something for myself because this is the last of my VSO quenchers. Which one was this? This was peach pomegranate lemonade. Oh, it's fire. It's so good.
He's got a few of those quenchers. Yep.
You just fucking dump it in, vape it, and you're like, oh yeah, that's lemonade with some peach and pomegranate. Cool.
This turned out decent. Yep. Very orange forward right now. I think everything else will come into it though. I'm not even getting any Yakima hops at all.
Oh shit, what'd you make?
I made an IPA, dude.
Oh my gosh. I was gonna say Yakima hops and orange. That already sounds good to me.
Yeah, I call it Let's Get Drunk and Play Pong. It has Flavor West Guava at 1.5, TFA Nectarine at 2, TFA Passion Fruit 1.5, Shisha Orange Inaware at 1, 0.5% Super Sweet, and 1.5% Yakima hops.
Nice.
And this actually is a retro vape too.
Yes, it is a retro vape. Because the Yakima hops came out
for a while.
Yeah, that's like one of the originals.
It smells so good. It smells like an IPA.
It does. And you know how I got that inspiration for that? I had a truck pass me, and it was a Terrapin's Pog IPA was on the side of the truck, and I'm like, you know what? That sounds
Pog
good.
IPA. Yeah, I would drink the shit out of those and be destroyed probably.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Well,
I've never had a Pog IPA. That sounds delicious.
Yeah, I never did either. I still need to find them. Let me go ahead. Let me pull up everyone's mixes so far.
I've actually still have some Pog in the zero. Original, was it Naked Pog? I believe it's Naked.
Yep, yeah, Naked Pog, yep. So now we have 1, 2,
glass
3,
dripper bottle.
4,
I think
5,
I have one that's
6.
not even open.
We have 7 mixes. Let me go ahead and let me pull up.
Hey, that beer's pretty highly rated on Beer Advocate too. It's got an 87. They don't fucking hand out high ratings on that website.
No.
Terrapin Luau Crunkles IPA.
Oh, okay.
The big juicy hop flavor and smooth bitterness, tropical aromas of passion fruit and orange. Yep.
Yeah,
nice.
I believe that's it. Yeah. All right, this is what we got.
I know my birth date.
We're gonna start start going over these mixes. We got strawberry milkshake from Fitty. He's got Loren's cheesecake at 2. He's got that medicine flower strawberry at 0.5. Strawberry milkshake, real flavors at 3.
Ooh.
Super sweet at 0.5. Liquid barn vanilla ice cream at 4. Whipped cream FA at 1, and wild raspberry medicine flower at 0.25%.
Nice.
Is this Fitty's?
Yeah,
Fitty's, right?
The picture itself just looks fucking delicious.
There you go, Frank.
Oh, it does actually.
Did you put one out? Hold on, let me see.
Fruit orange guava IPA.
Oh, that picture does look good. I want that plate, that jar and plate.
Oh yeah, that's not the same. Yeah, the luau. Yep, that is the one. Yep.
Oh, that looks really, really good actually.
$6 for a crawler.
Oh, that ain't bad.
They got a watermelon.
All right, now we got Rocky Toonies Pecan Haze.
Ooh.
Yes, right. I don't have the vanilla overload in this first one, but
that's what I was just looking. I don't have vanilla overload. I think I might have everything else.
Yeah, the butter pecan Flavor West, the cookie from FA, Flavor West Hazelnut, FA Meringue, 40% Flavor West Sweetener, and that Vanilla Overload. That Vanilla Overload is supposed to be really good.
I have all that except for Vanilla Overload.
Yeah, which they do sell that at Bull City now. They've been selling.
Oh, they do?
They've been selling the Gremlin stuff for a while.
Okay. I might have to pick that up. I've never tried that one.
Pecan Hazelnut Macarons. Aromatic hazelnut French macarons, a delicate meringue-based cookie with layers of thick pecan buttercream with an airy vanilla cream layer. You should be a baker, just like writing descriptions for a bakery. He could have cheated and used milk and honey, but he decided to make the challenge himself. Well, that's good, Rocky. I'm surprised there wasn't milk and honey in there. At least it. Now, take me to see. I love this mix. I love the picture. I can actually mix this. I think I may actually mix this. This looks really good. Flavor caramel. Yeah, it's called Cappuccino Shakedown. Al Pacino in Serpico.
Ah.
Yeah, it won't let me load it for some reason. That's weird. I think ELR is just doing their weird thing every once in a while.
Oh, yeah. Caramel Flavor at a half. FA Cinnamon at a half. That'll definitely be, that'll show up. You're not hiding that cinnamon at a half, but that's not a bad thing. That's a really, really nice sweet cinnamon, and it's not as crazy potent as like rich cinnamon. Glazed Donut Capella at 1.75. Graham Cracker Clear at 1. Smooth Cappuccino Cream from Wonder Flavors, was one of the original old school Wonder Flavors, non-super concentrate. Super sweet at $1.25, which is a little heavy, but super sweet. Sweetener is very subjective. If I mix this, I'll probably knock that down a little bit, probably about a half or 3/4. Liquid Barn Vanilla Ice Cream at 3, Vanilla Pudding at 1, and Vienna Cream Liquid Barn at 2, which I like Liquid Barn's Vienna Cream over FA's because FA's gets that weird nail polish acetone smell that does steep out, but once I get that in my head, I can't get rid of it.
I'm the only person who can vape Vienna Cream off the shake.
Yeah, I can do Cat V1 off the shake. I can't do Vienna Cream.
Yeah, I can do that too. That doesn't bother me either. But yeah, Vienna Cream, I don't get the weird. I mean, I get where you would get that from, but I think it just doesn't bother me. I think. Yeah,
I love the old picture Al Pacino there when he was a lot younger. Work in progress.
I remember that movie. That's sad.
Oh yeah. As time went on, the butter and caramel butter was too prominent, so replaced with caramel at a half. See, I like this that you took time with this recipe and you made changes before you released it. This is a really good job. Really, really good job. Cops, Coffee, and Donuts, natural combination. Hell yeah. This is really, really good. This is probably, I don't, sit there and pick favorites, but I gotta say this one is my favorite. So we talked about mine.
You said you don't pick favorites.
I don't know. I know. I don't normally pick favorites, but that one I really, really like it.
That looks really good. That looks really good.
Okay, there's mine again that I just mixed. And a guava, nectarine, passion fruit, shisha orange, a little bit of sweetener, and the Yakima hops. I was nervous as hell using Yakima hops because I did not want this to get too, IPA forward, and it did not. It may grow. Now, Mutt did two really good ones here. The Drunken Donuts, I can mix this without having to get anything. Another donut. I love my donut mixes. It's just
that is weird. I just picked up the coffee liqueur. I just got in.
I have struggled with donut mixes, but I enjoy them. Coffee liqueur at 2, fluffy white cake at 2, glazed donut 2.5, Irish cream, which FA Irish cream is very underrated. That's a very good flavor. And the Zappola at 2.5. Yeah, I would probably throw a little sweetener in here just because I like my stuff sweet. This was adapted off of another mix. Let's see. And that one's private. Okay. Now we got Dunkin' Piscotties. Yes. I can mix this one as well. This one I thought was really, really interesting.
Larry wouldn't touch this without the first flavor.
Has it got coconut in it?
That Brazilian.
No, that Brazilian coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Now, for this, you need that Brazilian though, because Brazilian is very strong and prominent, but you have to vape that one low because that one will burn on you in a mix, and if you try to go high, at least my experience. The Cereal 27 in there, gives it that nice grainy note. The cookie, of course, going to get that crunch. I love seeing that marzipan in there. That's a flavor that's not used enough. Known as cake too. That's another flavor. I was just like, and then 1.5, you're going to get that anise note in there, but it really plays well if you're going to make that biscotti, because biscotti has anise in it. And then the toasted almond in there. Yeah, this is another one. This is really, let's just say 1 and 1A. I'm going to say between that one and Take Me to the Seas mix, because they're both.
Yeah, these awesome. Are kind of next level, both next level mixes.
They are. You could tell they were thought out. If they were just slapped together, then there's
these are flavor bending. These are flavor bending recipes.
Yes,
you're bending these flavors.
Which in 2017, 2018, that's what we had to do. We
had to. Yep.
We didn't have a lot of flavors. You had to bend flavors. You had to bend it like Beckham. It's like bending a guitar string and making that sound differently. As Ada would know all about. And then here's yours, Tim. Classic Shamrock Shake, the cream de menthe, the Madagascar bourbon vanilla sweetener, vanilla bean ice cream, and the swirl. You just mixed this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what's it like off the shake? Good. I know
it's got that little bit of spicy note to it, but it's actually really good.
What the hell?
Even off the shake. I mean, it's got the spicy note, but I also know that spicy note goes away. The Madagascar as well has a little bit of a spice to it at first. So there's quite a bit of spice off the shake. I mean, if you like that spicy note, you might want it off the shake because it is there. But I think the spice will steep down some, and that actually will be a pretty solid. I know you can do better with some of the newer flavors, a little less of that issue.
Take Me to See. I apologize. I was not sure, so I didn't. If I said I apologize. I'll say I'm not feeling 100% today. But yeah, I was not sure. I'm glad that is clarified now. I always love seeing, mixers. I just love seeing new mixers come in the chat, not just because it grows the channel, just just because.
Take Me to See is awesome.
Yes.
Put out some amazing recipes lately too.
Yeah, you have really been killing it. Take Me to See. I mean, I think between, I would say over the last couple of months, we've had Mutt hanging around, and she does some awesome mixes. Take Me to Sea's been doing some great mixes. I mean, everybody has, but just seeing people that I'm not used to seeing, and they're coming out with these great mixes.
Neon Koala.
Yes, exactly.
Amazing.
Yes.
Neon is doesn't have the confidence thing going yet, but definitely has been watching and paying attention, taking notes, because some of those mixes that have come out. Oh,
she's growing confidence. By putting her mixes out there and letting us see them, that is growing confidence.
Yep, and they're turning out really. I mean, some of those mixes look really good.
Oh, they're
usually
bangers.
She has way more. She got more flavors than I do, so I don't know. I can't always make them, sadly, but they're usually flavors that we've heard a million times on different shows, like on Fresh or if so one of the mostly that's where I heard most of the flavors. Fresh 3's channel or one of the other channels that we've heard that have been around for a long time. Some of them aren't around anymore, and these are flavors that are constantly brought up as being really good flavors. And I kind of know what the notes are on them off of just paying attention. And I'm thinking, I got to pick up that flavor, try that. She's got a couple of them in my bookmarks that I'm going to get the flavors for a mix.
Dave Lloyd, if Neon Koala ever wants to come on the show, she is more than welcome. Just reach out. I love having new people on and get to pick some brains and just getting to hang out with people. I mean, that's what this is all about anyway. I mean, like I know
Dave doesn't realize this, but I was actually going to invite him on yesterday, but he was busy. So he said, first thing he had in chat, he was the first in, by the way, and he sits in there. I have to catch it on replay. Oh, damn it. Going to see if I could get Dave to do some live mixing.
Yeah, I had other commitments yesterday, stuff I had to do. That's why I couldn't make it. But I got home late, and it's just, now it's playing catch up. I hate getting home late on Saturday afternoons. If anything, I like getting home Friday, but last minute my dispatcher was like, hey, I need you to run down here and grab this and for next week. I'm like, okay, whatever. So yeah, because I had to work the holiday too, so I ended up doing like 67 hours this week.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a week.
Yeah, and some of these mixes too. I mean, one of the things that with mixing that I found, like the bending the flavors, you've seen a couple really good recipes today with that. If you have a good palate for cooking, you probably are going to mix really well, because if you can remember that the flavors taste like, you're going to come up with things that most people don't even think of.
Yeah, and that's where, like, now that I've started cooking, learning flavors here is the reason why I've been doing better in cooking. So mine's gone the opposite. Because I mean, I'd burn water before. Now it's like,
Sam worked in the kitchen and is also, that gives you an advantage if you've been able to play with flavors.
Oh, absolutely.
But the thing is, the only thing that can be a hindrance if you've actually worked in the kitchen, because you start to think, well, these things don't work together. It comes up here and it's like, wait a minute, but this is a flavoring. This isn't the actual thing. Sometimes you can do that. So you got to kind of erase some of that, that memory of the two not working together because of maybe consistency or oilies or all kinds of different issues. You got to erase that level. That's the hardest part, is sometimes trying to forget, oh yeah, I learned these don't go together a long time ago, but they can here.
Absolutely.
That's one of the things that I know for a fact my mixing is going to get better with Noted, because of the single flavor testing. I'm going to realize have the memory of these flavors in my head of what they are raw. So I'm going to know in my head, test something new or try something. I know a flavor that'll work for that. I know that's going to happen. So I'm actually really looking forward to that part of Noted. That's actually the most exciting part for me.
Yeah, set aside the food bias and rock on. Exactly,
the food bias. It's difficult. I found a couple things.
Here we go. Taking me to see, I was a bartender for 20 years, also making soaps and candles for 12.
That's actually great.
Yes.
The soaps is another thing. You want the scents.
Yeah.
That gets you in the right mindset. You're forgetting.
Yeah, because these are aromas. If you look on a lot of the bottles, it says aroma flavor on it. Like TFA Nectarine right here, River Supply bottle, it says aroma flavor on it. Made in the USA, distributed by Nicotine River, when it's still Nick River.
That's funny, because Danielle actually went to Soap Brew after too. It's funny how they can all tie in together.
Yeah.
Because she got to the point where she knew flavors enough to the point where, hey, I can make soaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, Noted has saved me some money on some flavorings. Unfortunately, now it's going the opposite way. I went from saving to spending more, but that's okay. I'm good with that. Eventually, I'll have like 2,000-3,000 flavors, like Dave.
Yeah, I could see that if Cassie doesn't throw you out first.
I don't know, if you keep making mixes like we've been making, that might not happen.
Yeah, I mean, you get a pass. Come up with good stuff.
I made her those two yesterday. Those two like Bob's and Meters, the pseudo recipes, and I'm gonna get the flavorings to make them proper. She's pretty happy with those, but I do have to mix up more of yours. She burned through the, ironically, Adams here made Eddie's blueberry coffee. Mm-hmm. She burned through that like crazy. I made her 2 bottles of that, and it's gone.
Yeah,
one of them big bottles.
Yeah, I actually have to make more to some of them myself.
Yep, I'm gonna mix some more of that today for her.
Yeah, I was a little.
If it's on the show or not.
Yeah, I went through. I had 2 bottles of one from back in January. It was like an RY4, and then the other one I put like an RY4 with a VSO espresso in it. I don't know if I got muted, if my tongue got muted from the espresso, but I lost the taste of the espresso. So I don't know if it faded in the bottle, being 4 months old, or if I just lost the flavor of it.
And the only way you'd be able to do that is if someone else makes it and tries it and lets it steep and see if it happens.
Yeah.
Because if you lose the flavor, it might be a mental thing.
Yeah, it might be just my just got a little bit muted.
Or another flavor just is kicking into your brain. Hey, this is here, and then you just kind of forget about that, and you're like, is it there still? And you kind of wonder. Yep, I've been there. I've had a couple flavors like that.
Yeah, because I had a couple.
And then I don't touch it for a while, and then I try it again, and sometimes I can taste the flavor again. Sometimes.
Yeah, because I had a couple bottles sitting in the cabinet. I'm like, what? Let me try these again after a while, because they've been just sitting in there, and they were good. And I'm like, all right, these are coming in the truck with me, and I vaped them all week and finished the last of that Friday night of the New Beginnings original end of V2. And there was like maybe like 20 or 30 mils in each of them left.
Try to remind me next week to retest that Shamrock and see. I'll let you know how it ends up because I think it needs like 7 to 10 days. It's
Yeah,
gonna need
it will.
a decent amount of time for that vanilla ice cream and the Madagascar.
Yep, yeah, for them to play together and the mint and that Shamrock will chill out a little bit.
Yep. Yeah, because it is the creme de menthe, and that creme de menthe isn't an instantaneous creme de menthe. It's actually very mint forward at first, and then it becomes more of that minty like sweetness of a creme de menthe. Don't hate it off the shake, that's for sure. Oh yeah, DIYChaserChaser.com.
There you go. There you go, Month. Here's Take Me to the Seas recipes. There's 12 public. I'm going to start following you on ELR as well.
I started. Yep. Been following a few of these people. I've been also checking ELR on a regular basis because I am on enough shows that I can do that. I've been checking it regularly to see anything that's been popping up to try and see, because if I can mix it on a Saturday, occasionally you'll see some mix because some of the recipes look really good. Like you had those 2 today. I'd mix either one of them. I'm missing a few flavors.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Ironically, they are the flavors that you mentioned. The ones you said, oh, that's on the use. Well, yeah, I don't have it.
Ooh, original Tiki John's Rum Runner. Let me look at this. It's got 4 5-star reviews. TFA banana cream. I can mix this too. Awesome. At 4.25%. Flavor West blackberry at 4%. Fizzy sherbet at 1. Flavor lime at 0.6. Persian lime to back up that Flavor lime because that Flavor lime fades like a motherfucker. At 2, the pomegranate from FA at 1.25. Jamaican special from FA at 1.5, and super sweet. Heck yeah.
Yeah, and you're deserving of the kind words. Been making some pretty damn good mixes.
Yeah, Florida Keys. Yes, this. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, I love it. The Jimmy Buffett video in there, perfect. Yes, this is good. Oh, look at the notes. We're talking. Oh, Wayne reviewed this one. I missed that. I have to go back and find that. Okay, yeah.
Right now, let's see what else is on new on.
I wonder if the lime Tahiti distilled would help, but the Persian lime is good though. So you're probably better off staying with the Persian lime. That looks like a really, really good mix though. Let me see, what are the reviews? Oh wow, it goes on. Nice.
And I will also admit to the fact that ELR, I do kind of ignore the ones of the people I don't know who they are. I'm only paying attention to ones I know. So if you do have a different name on ELR, just let me know so I can start following it. Because yeah, that's another issue. I mean, I don't really want to truly showcase these random recipes of someone that isn't in a group, because that just seems a little bit, I don't know, different. But at the same time, if it's a really good flavor, it's worth it. Did you see the PPT that Bob made for me?
No,
Peach pear tea, but he called it PPT.
What's going on,
you gotta love Bob. AFL apricot VSO at 0.4, cooling agent WS23 at 0.75, honey peach jungle flavors at 1, peach VSO at 2, pear VSO at 2, polar blast FA at 0.75.
Ooh, yeah,
shape up my pear mullenberry 2.5.
Yep.
Sweet VSO at 0.25, sweet tea TPA at 6, and white tea VSO at 3. There's a lot of flavor there, but I mean, that's got that whole combination of WS23 and Polar Blast. If you're gonna do it and you want a nice cool vape, those two together. I tried one because it was mentioned, like, what was it, last week, and I mixed up one of them, and it's different. It's not the same as having either one. I like that combo. That is fitty. We already did a fitty recipe here.
Yeah.
Talked about it.
Oh, Neon Claw bought a new frying pan. Nice.
Which one was fitties?
I still have to. What do you call it?
Oh, fitties. Strawberry milkshake was fitties.
Yeah. I still have to cure my my iron skillet. We call it not cure. What's the correct term?
Season.
That's it.
Season.
Much as I work on that fucking Blackstone, I totally spaced out there.
Yeah, you got to season your Blackstone too. So I mean,
I know. Yeah, I season it every time I use it, pretty much. Yeah, I could tell Sunday I must have been in a rush because when I opened it up yesterday to throw some burgers on there, I was like, ooh, I didn't leave it the way I should have left it. I had to clean it up before I used it. I don't know what I'm cooking today. I haven't made up my mind yet. I still have to go to the store, so.
Keep catching these like little recipe things popping up, and I'm like, I'm going to Frank's and just living there. Just for the food.
Well, the one I did last, the video I put up last week, the YouTube short, I had to take it down because I got copyrighted on it, and then YouTube wouldn't promote it.
I mean, you got copyrighted on it for what?
Well, I had music behind it first, and I did it on my phone, so I used the iMovie, and whatever music was on the iMovie wasn't copyright free. So it was the second it went up, I got flagged for it, and then they wouldn't promote it, so I redid it and took the music out of it, and then it still didn't get really promoted that hard. I only even had 200 views on it, which I've been using.
Karma for using an Apple product, you fucker.
I usually get over 1,000 views. Well, some of them I get over 1,000 views on, so it's like, it was weird that I didn't get that many views.
Company died with Steve Jobs for me, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Shit
Kitty
about their
Kung
customers
Fu,
anymore.
welcome. That's a new name.
I feel like I saw that name
Kitty Kung Fu
recently in chat.
Yeah, which one was it?
Oh, you went with coupon code
Yesterday, perhaps?
Might have been yesterday. I remember seeing that name too. All the days blend together as far as remembering who is when.
And Metamucil starting to work. I'm feeling it break up. Mucinex, I mean. I have nothing to drink up here. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I should be probably hitting mute and probably blowing everybody's ears out. Apologies.
Nope, it wasn't too bad. You turned away enough.
Okay. Beef jerky day. Heck yeah.
Oh, that sounds really good. I will tell you, one of the best meats I've had in forever cooked was actually at the last DC rally. Nick from Rescued made this delicious brisket. He smoked for like a full day before he brought it over. Oh, that was, and we had it at the bed and breakfast, and it was just that was just such a good place. I had to bring some home for her. That's how good it was.
Oh yeah.
He saved a little bit aside, wouldn't let anybody eat it, so Cassie could have some when I got home.
Couldn't get a bunny sitter and let Cassie come to the rally with you?
It was not just the bunny. We got having actually at that time we had a lot more animals. We actually a few of them have passed away since then. I get old after a while. I mean, what? Condense?
Time to condense.
We still
your
got the chickens
are running your fucking life. Time to condense.
Love my animals though.
Yeah, I know, but if it's like I can't do this because the cat, blah 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 blah, that's too much.
Are you kidding me? I go to visit my family and I'm planning on trying to maybe make it over this week, depending on the weather. On my day and a half off. So I'm gonna try and make it over there and back. And if I make it over there, I actually have to physically worry about whether or not the dog or the bunny or someone's gonna get sick because they get so depressed I'm gone. And that's a true thing.
I'm good on that. Shaniqua could give two shits as long as she gets her next meal.
Yeah, cats don't care.
I like her.
Well, our cat, because of the abandonment issues of being left outside there, and before I came in.
Yeah.
He doesn't like it if I can go out and feed the chicken. I go out and feed the chicken, come back, and he looks at me like I betrayed him. Start getting dressed with outside clothes on. He goes, no, you can't do that. And he'll come over and try and lay on me.
Yes, animals can rule.
Today, before the show, I was on the couch and laid my head next to the cat, and he lays his head on my head trying to hold me in place. He didn't want me to come over here. He gets upset going over the computer.
Oh, that's like there was nobody home but me there for a minute, and the dogs were losing their shit. I opened up the gate, let them come up here and just chill out, and they were fine. They shut right up,
Yep.
just, slept on the couch, yada me.
Oh, Dave, you have some of the cutest kittens, though. You really do. Those new kittens. 3 kittens. I mean, when he got the 2, I was thinking, he's crazy. You get 2 at once, and then all of a sudden there's a 3rd of them involved. It's like, oh, okay. Well, you're having fun.
Man, I think I am learning that if you just want to citrus up a mix and cover any off notes, just use 1% Shisha orange, and it blankets everything. Because that's all I'm tasting in this is the Shisha orange. All I'm tasting is citrus. Now it might be me because there's a little bit of a cold, but it's all. But my nose isn't really stuffed, so it's just like all I'm tasting is citrus. And that's not.
It could be the cold.
It's not a complaint either. It's really good, but let's say that's all I'm getting is one thing.
The 3rd was unplanned. Nothing was that. This chicken is 12 years old now.
Now we talking
every day when I open a coop to feed her, she'll come out and sit on my foot until I pet her.
Now, are we talking chickens? We're talking cats were unplanned, or we're talking children unplanned?
The cat. Might as well be, though. I mean, let's be honest. Most of us treat our pets like children.
Mine is, for sure. Probably better than a kid. I treat my cat better than I treat most humans, for sure.
Yeah, Neon Koala, I'm curious to find out. I'm curious to hear your opinions on some of the Delosies. I mean, I don't.
Delightfully mediocre.
You can order like 5 ml samples of like the entire line for like $100 or 100.
The whole line?
The entire line of Delosi, yeah. Now I don't know if it's worth it because I don't know how many of them are actually worth really having, and the fact that Delosi is not a flavor house that really gets used often because you really can only buy them, I think, from Delosi. Maybe DIY Vapor Supply might carry some because they carry like a little bit of everything. But the coconut, the coconut and the mango were supposed to be their 2, shining stars of their line.
Yeah, highly rated. Yeah, if you have any others that stick out other than those 2, Neon, that you got, let us know. Yeah. That might be something to look into.
Steep.
I mean, if it comes down to it for Delosi flavor, that sounds like something that Daniel might pick up for like a noted possibly too, because Daniel likes to pick up those obscure flavorings. He's kind of like, we pick on it. He's gonna be the new Dave because he's gonna pick up those obscure flavorings. We're looking at Sam and I look at him like,
Yeah, because I
okay.
think Daniel had, I think he didn't have more than Dave this week, but he was right up there with him. He had a few that I didn't have, like the new SSAs that he got from Nom Noms and stuff like that.
Yep. I had the SSAs.
I think I was just excited because I had the pineapple lassie and Dave didn't. And I was like, oh, I have a flavor Dave doesn't have.
I know you guys super excited over that.
Yeah, I was like, wow, here's one I can actually talk about. Everything else
I was really happy you guys rated the sugar pineapple up there because I found that is such a delicious flavor. And I got to thank the Net Reality, Liam, Net Reality, Liam, and Zippy for, and I think, they talked me into getting that flavor, and I wound up re-upping that and getting a big bottle of that because I just love that flavor.
Yeah, Taking to the Sea has a really good question. I've always wondered as well the difference between regulars and Shisha flavorings. Now, Shisha flavorings are supposed to be, I think the actual Shisha is more of like a hookah tobacco type thing, isn't it? Isn't that what Shisha is?
Shisha is hookah tobacco, but it doesn't taste like tobacco. No. It like tastes like a jammier, like a thick fruity kind of flavor. Most of those taste like. So that's what they are kind of getting at, like a thicker. Like, so Shisha orange would be like a thicker, more hearty orange than like the regular orange.
Yes.
Is kind of what they're going for.
Yes.
I mean, like the Shisha raspberry in Awera and the Shisha strawberry. I mean, I love those two flavors. The Shisha vanilla too.
Yep.
Those
I
three
just re-upped
like,
on my Shisha vanilla.
Shisha vanilla is very sweet too.
Yeah, all three of those.
I only
are
ever
like
buy a
really
10 of it
sweet.
because I only ever use 1% or less of this at one time.
Well, that's all you
I
ever
find
need.
that I find the Shisha works really good for candy vapes. Really, really good for candy
Shisha,
vapes.
just the flavorings in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
At
sure.
least those they have a
Yeah,
'cause
Shisha
it's got that
strawberry
sweet,
definitely can be a strawberry candy.
and it is like you said, that jammy like sweetness. It works so well.
Yeah, let's say.
I mean, if they change Shisha raspberry, strawberry, or the vanilla, I might actually have to.
That's why I
protest.
smelled Shisha vanilla when I first, because I hadn't ordered it in like 2 years. My other 10 mil lasted me like 2 years, and I opened it and I smelled it and I was like, oh, thank God they didn't reformulate it, fuckers, because they like to do that shit.
And Awera does that, and that's
they don't fucking tell anybody either. They're just like, yeah, deal with it, fuckers. Oh, you like that milk chocolate flavor? Now it tastes like Band-Aids.
Hey, do you remember when you ordered that liter of this flavor? Buy another liter. Oops, it's not the same. I'm sorry. We don't care. You bought it.
Oh, you're
no, I don't really get a tobacco from any of them, really.
No, not at all.
No.
They just tend to be like a little bolder and a little more syrupy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think with the Shisha flavors, they use it like hookah. It's just like when they add a like a berry flavor or something like that. It's what they use for like a flavor.
Yeah, because Shisha
sweet
doesn't taste like tobacco to me. It just tastes like the flavor of the stuff. Because the last time I went to the hookah bar was a couple years ago, and like we were trying all of them because it was the band was playing there, so they were like, just we'll keep bringing them out. Just keep telling us what you want. We're like, okay, well let's try cola first. Let's try strawberry next. Let's try chocolate. And it was great.
Yeah, I think the Shisha is just the flavoring. It goes over top of the tobacco. I think that's what
I haven't smoked that in forever. That was when I was still smoking cigarettes. So I think that was early April. My band early April was playing at a Shisha bar. Anna.
Because anything that's Shisha, when you got those tobaccos.
Yeah, hookah is not actually tobacco. Yes.
Right.
I know, noob. I just said I was at a hookah bar like 2 seconds ago.
Yep.
Duke Nukem, hey, how's it going?
It's time to kick ass and have some vapes. And I'm all at asses.
Oh, I watched a kick-ass movie last night. It was on Netflix. It was the #1 rated show on Netflix, movie yesterday on Netflix. Interceptor.
Yes.
It is really good. Summer of '69. Take me to see. Don't tell me you're that old. I don't think so.
Were you with Bryan Adams?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's what I was just thinking. Bryan Adams.
Summer of '69.
Yes, in Awera, they reformulated due to suppliers not wanting to supply with TPD.
Daniel, I know.
No one forgets. Yeah, it's hard not to forget when they just change like random flavors that are staples and completely change them. Yeah, that kind of.
Fun fact: I've never ordered from chefs once.
I did one time.
Love you too, Daniel.
I know it's not like a big deal or anything. It only takes like a week or two, but I just never had a reason to.
No, Anywhere didn't change Cactus as far as I know, and they haven't changed. I've heard rumors they changed Biscuit. I have 2 different bottles. Now, one bottle is lighter than the other, but that could just be
I've never reordered a biscuit since I ran out the In-Order biscuit because I thought that they had reformulated it.
I don't know. I don't.
I love that flavor.
I'm not as, again, I don't think I'm not as sensitive, so I couldn't tell the difference if they did.
If it's a minor change, it'd be one thing. You can kind of almost forgive that if they did it for TPD. But if it's a major change,
their milk chocolate was completely fucking different.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Rich chocolate to fucking plastic Band-Aid.
Yes.
Like, why would you do? Why would you do?
But if you really don't want to mess with any changes, and you just get Jungle Flavors biscuit.
That's true, Fiddy. They don't do it often. It's just
but
sucks
I
when
don't know,
any flavor house does that. It's hard.
Jungle Flavors biscuit is a little more darker, has like a little more brown sugar to it, whereas like In-Order biscuit has like a lighter almost shortbready kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it is like a shortbread cookie.
I always liked
biscuit never was. Cactus was possibly reformulated. Okay.
Yeah, I thought Cactus did get reformulated because everyone used to use that as their juicener.
Yeah.
To juicing up shit, and then I think it just stopped doing that.
Now you can just use FA pear.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Tim B. Have you guys tasted and tested the watermelon of Wayne, and how do you like it?
No.
I mixed it years ago, and it's a reason why I bought a couple of flavors like Cap Double Apple and stuff. I believe is in that, or no, Double Watermelon. And yeah, I mean, it's good. I mean, I've mixed maybe 100 mils of it, and I mean, it's
Dave.
It's nice and easy, simple. I mean, it's
cookie.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's a big seller. He's made a lot of he's made some money. I can't say a lot of money, but he's made some money on that flavor because it's a very popular mix. So there's nothing wrong.
Yeah, and
with
if
it.
you like the Cap Double Watermelon, you really do need to try the SSA Double Watermelon. I agree with Sam. Sam told me that I was gonna love it, and he's right. It's kind of like a bougier version of Double Watermelon, just slightly more juicy.
I think
and that's hard to believe because Double Watermelon's pretty damn good.
I have a watermelon from SSA, but I don't think it's that one.
I think that might have been a non-nice one.
This is gonna be good.
I have sweet watermelon from SSA.
Pardon.
Only double watermelon I have.
Ow! I don't even have that flavor. I've been meaning to order that forever, but I said no new fucking flavors. My last order was only re-ups, and then I ended up throwing new ingredients in there anyway.
Oh,
a couple because I didn't want to order Liquid Barn ice cream from Liquid Barn, so I
have watermelon taffy as well.
Ah, yeah,
I did too.
Yeah, I don't think I messed with it though. Yeah, Tim. I mean, it's not. Let's say it's. Go ahead and grab it. I mean, I get. Double water. Well, we were talking about double watermelon from SSA, but
SSA
watermelon Capella is the OG that.
It's the de facto classic.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. It is a little bit. It's kind of like the Jungle Flavors Ultimate Strawberry versus the Strong Strawberry SSA. They're close, but there is a slight little edge to the Strong Strawberry. Edges out the Ultimate just by a touch for that ripeness, that sweet ripeness, just by a touch.
Yeah, Swaggy, hope you start feeling better.
Feel better, Swaggy.
Swaggy,
it's the same with the double watermelon. It's like, don't get me wrong, the Cap is delicious, but if you have the other, you might sway toward it a little tiny bit. Yeah. It's just got a little bit more sweetness to it.
I don't remember off the top of my head actually everything it's in.
For some reason, all the flavors won't load. It's my thingy's like frozen up for some reason.
That was a pretty good fight, Fiddy. I won't ruin it for you. I watched the replay too.
Yep.
Let's see the original. Let's see. Why is it?
I like to watch boxing once in a while. My dad was a huge combat sports guy, so.
Any recipe has the SSA in it, Tim B. You can use the Capella and it'll taste fine.
Must be on all the flavors, the original watermelon, because I know the recipe's out there.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to look at all the flavors, and for some reason I'm gonna have to just reopen my thing because it's my browser's acting up. I don't know what's going on with it. So maybe there's some kind of update going on. It's working fine for the chat, so that's good.
Let's see.
Cap Double Apple 4%, TPA Dragon Fruit 2%, FLV Watermelon 3%, FLV Wild Melon 1%, yep. Cap Super Sweet. It is
Double Apple. I thought Double Apple was in that. Yep. The reason why I bought Double Apple and the reason why I bought Flavor Watermelon. I think I already had the Wild Melon.
Here's Vape Malone or Watermelon.
There's been a lot of there's been a lot of what you call it.
Nobody's interested.
Okay, you got it for the chat. Cool.
You sure?
Yeah. Now that I finally restarted my browser and it works fine. Now I got it working, and then Adam posted it. That's easier.
Capella double pineapple?
I'll be right back. There's someone outside.
All right.
Either.
I know Cap double apple. Yeah, Cap double apple is delicious.
And then golden pineapple.
Yeah, I just picked up Perillam's golden pineapple after the show, after the noted show. I'm glad I did, because apparently it's like golden pineapple, but better. Yeah, I think Wayne
so this is probably going to be pretty decent after a steep.
Yeah, Wayne's.
What about V2?
Oh, yeah, Wayne's talking about watermelon V2. I think just because of the demand, people are asking for it.
I could have sworn somebody said that was a little throaty.
I didn't find it.
Watermelon.
Nah, I don't think so. I think he's got what 1% sweetener in that too, so you can knock that down.
0.5%.
Is it half? Okay.
On all the flavors, yeah, it's a half.
Okay.
The standard Wayne.
Yeah. Oh, golden pineapple. Yeah, golden pineapple's good.
Hey, just a bunch of motorcyclists stopping. They were lost. Just out for a ride, and they were trying to figure out the way back to the highway.
Highway to hell.
Throughway 91.
I'm gonna say if Neon Quello wants to come on a show, more than welcome to.
Hit us up, hit Frank up. How do you think I ended up on here?
I can actually make the watermelon now. I have everything for that now. So.
Actually, you and I were on TJ's show, Frank, and you said, "Hey, if you ever want to come and mix with me."
Yeah, that's what it was.
Like, fuck yeah, I do.
Hell yeah.
And then you said Sunday mornings, and I was like,
I did the same thing when.
Well, it was Sunday afternoon.
I wasn't working
back then. It was like 2:00.
I wasn't working back then, so
yeah, it was 2:00. Yeah, it was 2:00 Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, it was 1:00 my time. Yeah, I think was it noon or 1?
No, it was 1 your time, 2 our time.
Man, I was waking up late back then. That's why.
It's like yeah.
I've been up since.
Yeah, Frank switched to Sunday mornings. It's like, hey, good, I can catch a show, and I caught a few, and it's like, oh my god, I gotta get up in the morning. Usually Sunday's my lazy day, and then now I'm here every week, so it's like, okay, all right, this isn't.
I don't have to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing tomorrow. I mean, I know I'm working, but just if I'm gonna try to hustle and get all the way up there to Elkhart and drop those 2 vans, and then shut it down, or just get up in that neighborhood somewhere, because once I leave there, I'm only probably not gonna have that much driving time left on my clock. It's like 10.5 hours. So I may just like stop short in like Fremont, Indiana or something, and then just bounce on over there first thing Tuesday morning.
Fremont.
Yep.
You gonna go see James Dean's grave?
That's right. That's in Fremont, isn't it? Yeah.
James Dean's grave is in Fremont, and then that's where Jim Davis of Garfield fame lives too.
Oh.
Yep. I've been there. I visited both things, like the Garfield shrine and the and James Dean's grave. My friend Aaron was a huge James Dean fan. He was like, "Hey, you want to go see James Dean's grave?" It's like, okay. Is it far? He's like, no, not really.
A few hours.
Cool, man.
Like 2 hours from you.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool.
2.5.
Went to a little
2.5
like a diner and got a burger and a fucking malt and shit. Like, I was like, man, James Dean might have ate right here and got the same thing, man.
Yeah, what's
pretty cool.
There's one truck stop right there, and it used to be really, really good. Almost had like a flea market inside of it, like an Amish market.
Oh, but, sweet.
No, Fremont, Indiana, not Fremont, Ohio.
Indiana.
But it's not far from Fremont, Ohio, though. Fremont, Ohio is there on the other side of Toledo. So I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet tomorrow. I'll play, this is whatever I feel like doing.
I don't have this frog gummy candy, but anybody else just love the name? Kicking frogs across Huckleberry Pond. Yeah. Mix. I just love the name. I'm willing to even
gummy,
get.
But I haven't used it.
Frog gummy, and I don't have the lemon's kick either from anywhere.
Oh, that's awesome flavor.
But you know what? I wouldn't mind trying that one.
Lemon's kick is like a Sprite. It is very good. Yeah, Swag, because I think when I get packages from you, it comes from Fremont, Ohio.
Yeah, I believe it says that on the tracking.
Let's just get ready to check.
I just decided, hey, you know what? I haven't looked at what Neon's made lately, and I looked that up, and that was their latest one that she publicly put on the ELR. It's like kicking frogs across Huckleberry Pond. I mean, yeah, she's better at naming things than I am.
Oh, I suck at naming things. I've gotten a little bit better, but I still suck at it.
Well, my problem is if I with mixing as much as I do, I have to make names that I can remember what it is. I pretty much got to go literal. Otherwise, I'm like, what did I make? And try to remember. Yeah. So I go a little bit too literal. I'm sorry about the names not being as funny usually, or fun to play with, but that's the reason why, is because it's easier for me to reference. Oh yeah, I remember making that chocolate cake.
All right, my one from today is boring. It's just Scotch Cookie RY4. Here you go. Butterscotch Ripple Flavor West 3%. Caramel FA 1%, ROI4 Double TPA 5%, Shisha Vanilla Anwera 1%, Sugar Cookie Cap 3%, Super Sweet 0.25, Vanilla Swirl 1.5.
Perfect.
Your basic bitch butterscotch cookie RY4.
I wouldn't say basic bitch, but it looks fucking good.
It'll probably take 2 days or 3 days, maybe. It tastes pretty good now, but for all that to blend together and be a real nice little treat.
Yeah,
but I like
Daniel, exactly.
I can't complain. I used all the old school flavors.
I like this. Gas prices are so high, I just passed Sammy Hagar driving 55.
55!
There we go. Yeah, Swaggy, just make sure you're taking care of yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Fluids. Get all your fluids. Drink some electrolytes if you're pooping too much.
If you get a sore, spray some Windex on it.
Yeah, no problem, Swaggy. I figured you were swamped from your orders from last week, so that's why I haven't gotten on your shit saying, hey, where's my shit, motherfucker?
Thanks, Viddy.
Oh, I already have one called Blue Balls.
Love retro flavors. That's all I feel like I'm most comfortable with old flavors.
It's called Stan's Blue Balls. Stan Glantz.
Yes.
When he was talking about erectile dysfunction and vaping.
Whoa.
No problems here.
$9,
That's all I gotta say. I got no problems.
There's diesel here is over $6 now, in like the chain truck stops.
Oh yeah, we haven't recently got an update on this. Now, how much does it cost to fill out the Peter?
Oh, actually I've been feeling, because they've been talking about shortages and stuff. I've been like stopping short and feel like I'm basically like at the end of the day, wherever I stop, if I stop in a truck stop, I fill up.
Just in case it goes up by the next day. Mm-hmm. I've been doing the same thing, so yeah.
I have an app on my phone that gives us our price after we get our corporate discounts. So I've been using that more too, just to try to help the company manage fuel costs, even though it's not coming directly out of my pocket, but coming out of the company bottom line. So, if they got to spend more on fuel, they're going to spend less on bonuses, less on, other fringe benefits. So I think if more people that are company drivers think that way, I think it helps. But
Daniel Viagra, he says name it Viagra.
Yeah.
Frank, you might get a whole new following of people thinking, so Frank uses Viagra. Got it. Mm-hmm.
Viagra.
Well, if all the women around me have huge smiles on their faces, then you know.
Don't do that mid.
Is that a banana in your pants, or are you just happy to see me?
That's right.
That caramel's tickling my throat now because I coughed in the middle of that.
Bit of a tickle. A pickle tickle.
Pickle tickle.
I hate when I go to look at something, by the time I go to look at it, I forget what I was looking for. It sucks getting old.
Hey, Sonny, I can't hear so good these days.
Adam, how did that Owen Wilson turn out?
Wow.
Oh, Oh, I saved.
Wow.
Yeah, I saved that one to mix
Great.
too.
Really? Wow. Oh, it was all right. Wasn't the best recipe I ever made, but it wasn't bad. Probably use some.
Oh wow!
Actually, it wasn't bad. Actually,
you have the arteries of a healthy, non-smoking 30-year-old. That's what I'm fucking talking about. God damn it! Fucking awesome. Davis is so much smarter than Romero. Was that the? Was that
UFC? I agree.
Was that UFC or was that boxing?
No, it was boxing.
That's what I thought. I know I missed all the Top Rank stuff the other weekend. I was like, damn it.
Yeah, that was a good week. This week was like, what? Apparently, TJ Golfte actually kind of nailed it this week.
Oh, yeah, his picks. Yeah, I saw it
Yeah.
happen. I was watching, I had Meter's channel on just to check to see how everyone was doing.
He kind of nailed them all this week. He did really, really good. It is fun to have like a fantasy football to style for MMA.
Oh,
that
yeah.
typology thing is a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you don't even have to know shit. You can just pick it based on which fighter you like. Which one has better tattoos?
Yeah, there you go.
I'll pick him. If you don't know, fuck it. You gotta use some kind of metric.
Oh, that's like how many people you see it know nothing about football and all of a sudden they win the fantasy football league. It's like,
oh yeah. Definitely.
Oh, we've had people do that at our when we used to do it at Fort James. Used to paper company. The person who won one year never watched a football game in her life. It was a woman. She just picked random things and actually like almost cleaned house for the fantasy football league.
wow.
It's like, what the?
Woof, woof, woof.
or that's like, remember the tickets you used to be able to buy? You pick the 3 games for, you get 5-1 odds or whatever, 4, 10-1 and all that. The football pools.
Yep.
How many people say, oh, well, I like their helmets better, or that one's
oh
got,
yeah,
that team's got a quarterback with a cute butt, so that's why they they pick that one or something. And
yep. That's how my friend Rebecca used to pick her picks when we worked at Guitar Center together.
Here's a just an idea. You're picking fighters. Pick the uglier one because they're used to fighting the way out of stuff. There you go.
There you go. They're not afraid of getting hit in the face. They can take a punch.
His name's not Sue, but he sure looks like one.
they're gonna be more recluse.
Yep.
Swag, that is awesome that you were able to. You had a doctor who was anti-vaping, and then he was actually willing to listen.
Yeah, receptive.
That's the whole
Most
thing.
aren't.
No,
Most do not.
Most are
That's
set in their ways. Like, no, that's just smoking. That's just smoking.
Oh, the other day, someone's like,
fuck you.
First thing they said was, the first words out of their mouth, they saw me vaping, they said popcorn lung. And I just looked at him.
Oh, God.
I was having a shitty day, and I'm just like, you know what? I ain't got the fucking crayons to deal with your ass right now. Go away. What do you mean by that? It's like, just, I said, you're listening.
This isn't 2015, you idiot. Get out of here.
This isn't 2015, and all you have to do, I mean, doctors deal with like percentages. They know the difference between even medications, watered down medications versus non-watered down. They know this. Yeah. How is it so hard for them to comprehend?
Dude, I vape so much DAP that they should fucking test me if they really want to fucking know for sure. Like, seriously.
It's already been proven that a cigarette
exactly
has how much more DAP?
1,000 times more. 1,000
It's not
times
even
more.
1,000. It's hundreds of thousands of times more bad shit than a fucking vape
Well, as far as DAP, it's
Oh,
DAP
no,
in general.
I'm talking, yeah. As far as DAP in general, you're talking like
cigarettes have
literally
straight up formaldehyde in them.
a high DAP vape would have about 7 parts per million. High.
Yeah.
7,000 plus in the average cigarette.
Yeah.
And then in order to the people that got sick, hundreds of thousands parts per million.
Yeah.
See the difference here?
Yeah. Exactly, Daniel. I vape enough butter to get popcorn if it was possible. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All I vape are creams and custards, pretty much.
Yeah, most of my mixes, you see enough triangles on there to do geography.
Yeah, exactly. I remember I had one, I think Fresh did it too, where we were trying to make a recipe that just had all bad ingredients.
All triangles,
I remember that. Yep. I remember that. I watched that episode. He did.
This is the worst thing you could possibly vape. And guess what? I'm still alive.
Yeah.
I can still fucking run. When I was smoking cigarettes, I couldn't fucking barely wake up in the morning without.
I have a mixed on ELR. It's a couple of years old, and the person commented, "Yeah, the mix don't look that great, but it has all bad shit in it, so I love it."
That's why it's good.
See those little symbols? Like, yeah, that's gonna be a good one. I know some people that like that too. I've seen some.
Yeah, exactly. So I've explained that to people that the reason the whole popcorn lung thing came about is there were people working in a popcorn factory. And they weren't using the proper respirators and they were inhaling all the aerosol powder.
Yep.
To make the butter flavor.
Inhaling the aerosol powder in a concentration that was so high, it actually was dangerous.
Yeah.
For years, it didn't happen like going in one time either. You're talking years and decades of exposure as well.
Exactly. Like a coal miner with black lung type of exposure.
Yeah. They're in a fucking coal mine every day for 20 years.
Yeah, back before they had the proper protective equipment, the PPE and everything.
Yep. Yeah, it's been proven demystified, but you still see doctors mention this, and you would think a doctor, you got the education, you should know better.
The doctor taking the easy way out is what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a doctor. I can say whatever the fuck I want. People are going to believe it. Not always, dude.
No, sometimes we actually know what we're talking about and you don't.
Exactly. Where they know what they really want to say, but they just don't say it because they don't want to get blacklisted.
Oh, that happens too. There's some of those that are, I can't say this. So they kind of go with the flow. And there's others that are adamant, it's ingrained in their brain. This was in the book that I'm supposed to say no to this. This is bad for you. And it's like, but is it really? I mean, in comparison, would you rather smoking? Honestly, that's the only answer that you really need. Would it be better if I smoke? And sadly,
I do have a coworker.
Some of them will say yes.
I know. I have a coworker that said, "Oh, my doctor told me I should go back to cigarettes." I said, "Well, you need to find a better doctor."
Yeah, for real. I remember I had an awesome eye doctor when I was in the hospital in 2008. 2009. I had to have regular eye checkups because I had the infection started up here in my sinuses and whatnot. But she was like, "All right, I'm gonna administer your glaucoma test now." And I was like, "Huh?" And she was like, "What?" And I was like, "I am never going to get glaucoma." And she's like, "Why is that?" I was like, and she was like, and I was like, "Every goddamn day." And she's like, "All right, so my personal opinion or my professional opinion?" I was like, "Personal opinion." She's like, "You're good." And I was like, "Really?" She's like, "Yeah, the studies are really accurate on that one. And yeah, people who smoke pot don't ever get glaucoma." And I was like, "Sweet. So it's legit then." Oh. She's like, "Yeah, it's pretty legit."
Mick made it.
Mick, what's up, Mick?
Eater.
Yeah,
I thought that was very cool that she freely was like, "Yeah, my professional opinion is don't smoke anything, but my personal opinion is it helps a lot of shit that we're not supposed to say it does." And I was like, "Wow, you're cool."
I mean, let's be honest. If if you didn't need it, you didn't have it, and there's no reason for it, don't start vaping. Get it. I get that. I can say that.
God, no,
it's not
100%. Yeah, I had a kid at work who was like, "Oh, I've always wanted to try that." And I'm like, "Don't."
No,
Don't just try it. You don't smoke cigarettes, right? He's like, "No." And I was like, "Don't."
Yeah, there's no
point. It's a crutch, dude. You're just gonna fucking be like, "Where's my vape?"
Now there is this one spot where there's a few of us that understand this very well. If you're diabetic and avoiding carbs, there's a different story where you might want to consider it, even if you don't want to need the nicotine. Yeah. But it has to be, if there's not going to be some kind of health benefit in some way, you really don't need to start unless don't start.
Yeah,
inhaling and exhaling oxygen is good for you.
Yes.
Everything else is.
Well, depend on what city you live in. You might be.
That's you don't want to. Fucking LA. You live in Beijing. Vaping may be safer than breathing the air.
Here, I'm vaping. My cotton's black in a day, but it's not because of the flavorings. It's because it's absorbing everything in the air.
Yeah. It's because Shenzhen is right there.
Yeah.
I put a filter on the outside of my airflow so it catches all the black shit that goes into it, and I just breathe through my vape.
Hiding myself because I'm medicating. I did this yesterday on Tim's stream too. All right, here we go.
No, it is. But still, yeah. And flavors. I mean, if you're having problems with food cravings, it doesn't even have to be diabetic. Say you're having food craving issues. This is a way to get those food cravings and stop them. I use the Shamrock Shake from Sad Boy. Shamrock cookie. Yeah. That actually helped me so much before I even started DIY to get through the whole Girl Scout Thin Mint cravings every year. Once I found that, I no longer
Tim,
had to.
All you have to do is search my recipes on ELR and find one called Wilderness Girls.
Yes.
It's a Thin Mint cookie.
I have Tom Lyford's recipe too for it.
It's Mr. Loomy approved. It's Nick approved.
Nice.
Like that, he would actually request her to make that recipe, and I was like, "Aw, nobody ever requests anybody to make my recipes. That's awesome."
That's right, Daniel. Harm reduction is harm reduction. Smoking weed has more benefits than not, whereas vaping is always worse than oxygen. It's harm reduction. No one's saying it's safer than air, exactly, or healthier.
Exactly. That's the problem we have. Is
that's what I always tell
they
people.
They go from the opposite. They always like, oh, that's bad for you. Well, yeah, in comparison to some things, but not in comparison to the thing that we're all getting away from or trying not to get. If you have that nicotine craving, I don't suggest you pick up smoking, especially if you started vaping and didn't smoke. That'd be even worse. But even if you're switching the other way, some of that damage might already be there. You might still have issues with it later.
Of course.
Decades later. It's possible, sometimes it's already there. And they use that against us too. Oh, they were vaping. It's like, yeah, but I also know that person smoked for 25 years. That's where their damage came from.
Yeah.
That's why I got the boss, Socorro, on vaping, because she liked to smoke cigarettes when she drank. And she has had cancer before.
There you go.
And so I'm like, listen, you don't need to, if you like nicotine when you're drinking, we're going to hook you. I'm going to take care of you. And then that's why I bought her a fucking pod system for
just when
Christmas,
she's in the bar,
Christmas/birthday. But I mean, it has turned into an everyday thing, but it also has made her a lot more relaxed and calm.
There you go.
Yep.
So,
and as Daniel says, as they drink their coffee and pound their Red Bulls and such, which we know that's a lot worse for you. I'm sorry, but in comparison, I would say with the other crap that's in those energy drinks, I think it would be safer to vape.
Let's see. Tim B asks, is Cap Sugar Cookie V2 and at 5% enough for a single flavor?
I don't know about V2, but if I was to vape V1 as a single flavor, I would do it at 6.
Yeah, I would go 6 because V1 and V2, those two actually, the flavor is almost 1-to-1. I mean, and use a little bit of sweetener. Yeah, use a little sweetener with it, and you're good to go. And like Dave would say,
probably wouldn't be bad. That's getting close.
Yeah, let it sit a week and a half. Yeah, that works.
Cap Sugar Cookie is really
combustion is the bad part. That's why I am not combusting right now, even though I sound like I am. This thing just packs a punch.
I got a coworker. He smoked like 2 packs a day, 2.5 packs a day for years, and now he didn't want to. He tried vaping, had tank leaking and all that stuff, and he went back to smoking. Well, now he's using. I told him, I said, go in the truck stop, get the little snooze packets, and try that.
Oh, for sure.
He got like a dragon fruit or some kind of like spearmint snooze packet, and he's just doing them, and he hasn't smoked a cigarette now in over a month.
Hell yeah. Yeah, they give you a nice little tingle.
Yep.
Yeah, I messed with the Camel snooze when they first came out because they were sending me samples because I was like part of the fucking Camel Elite Club where they would send me like all kinds of coupons, like
oh yeah,
like mad coupons, and not just like the $1 off a pack. It was like buy a pack get 2 free, shit like that. Like they would hook it up.
Oh,
they just were trying to keep me smoking.
Oh yeah.
When all the flavored cigarettes came out, they were I was part of the beta program, so they were sending me like blank white cartons of cigarettes.
Oh wow.
And they were like, here, try these, and then on these included forms, tell us which ones you like and what kind of notes you got from them. It was like pack A, pack B, pack C. It was really cool. I still have them somewhere. But yeah, I was part of the Camel flavored tobacco beta program before they banned fucking flavored tobacco in this country.
My uncle had the same thing because his stepfather It was actually did the advertising for the Camel racing team.
Okay.
That's cool.
Ironically, he did pass away from cancer.
That's big money.
Oh, look. Oh, say, and they're not trying to ban snus in the Netherlands.
Not
All
my
the
uncle.
kids are using it at
His
school. Say, oh.
stepfather.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's punish adults for kids choosing a safer alternative to cigarettes rather than cigarettes.
Oh, I'm sure I still have.
It's like that just.
I actually saw a duffel bag the other day. It was the Marlboro Adventure Team. So it was like the miles.
Shit.
I was waiting.
Yeah.
This person was not kind. I was waiting to see this person with like an oxygen tank or something in a duffel bag. Because I think you had to like get cancer twice to be able to get enough coupons to be able to
Pretty much
enough miles to buy that thing. I remember getting my first.
You remember the camel
CD
gear and the Marlboro gear?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, my first ever CD player like 30-something years ago came from Marlboro.
Yep.
Like
I had one of those.
Like little Sony Discman type thing from Marlboro.
It wasn't my first one, but I did get one of those.
And I had
and
I had what you call it, the Zippo lighter, and
yep.
I still have Marlboro Zippos and Camel Zippos. Camel used to send me lighters. Like,
yeah, and Marlboro
lighters and
Marlboro
shit.
sent me like the ashtray, like the little silver ashtray thing.
I have Camel ashtrays. Yep. It's crazy.
Like little pocket one.
It's a sad truth that I think I did smoke more just to get those points. I think that's one of the reasons why my smoking went up, so I could get more of the Camel bucks or whatever they were. Yeah.
Camel Cash.
Camel Cash, that's what it was.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, and the Marlboro Miles. Yep.
I have
the Marlboro
I had
Miles.
a bag of Camel Cash.
Neon Koala used to get gifts every year on her birthday from the cigarette company she used to smoke.
Yeah, it's sad, but that actually did increase my smoking because you'd see, especially with this a 7 month sale, but you still got the same amount of Camel Cash or Marlboro bucks. You're like, oh yeah, I got to pick up extras of those. Buy it.
Oh yeah.
It was well, they had a good run for a while there with that.
Fucking got me.
Yeah, Leo. Had
Anybody wants a good
dartboard.
fucking flower vaporizer? The Arizer Air. Jesus Christ. Whew. Fucking thing punches you in the dick.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I like what Mutt's saying there. Tell them you vape now, they'll probably send diamond earrings to get her to come back to smoking.
Good point.
So far removed from smoking now.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry, I like being able to breathe again.
Yeah. 2-carat diamond earrings. See big studs. Look like a rapper.
Yeah, Frank will be coming on his cooking videos. Had this like earrings making his ear droop, and you're like, I know what happened. You're smoking again, aren't you? Yeah. Possibly I will tell because you won't have to put charcoal on the grill. He'll just breathe on it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there you go. Actually,
and ironically, like it took me a long time to get to the point where I could try tobaccos again because of that reason. Now it's like the stigma's not as bad anymore in my head. Yeah. I can actually get there and enjoy those flavors. No, reminiscing a little bit because I had good times when I was smoking. Usually it involved alcohol.
Oh, that's like first time I ever smelled red burley. I was like, oh, that smelled just like inside of a pack of a Marlboro.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, that could be bad, but it wasn't. It was just. And the thing
that was actually, I think, part of my fear too is I would crave a cigarette.
Yeah,
it didn't do that to me. That's actually good.
I didn't. I was just like, okay. I think the first time I tried tobacco vape, I mixed Cardinal from Fear. And that's like a beginner tobacco vape.
Yeah, because that's Jungle Flavors RY4, isn't it? In that one?
No.
Or am I completely wrong?
No, I think it might have some TFA in it, but it's got a red burley in it and stuff like that.
I gotta look at it because I haven't seen that recipe in forever.
Yeah, I was getting ready to do the same thing.
Holy Grail RY4. Kentucky and
That's
Red Burley.
Yeah, that's the Holy Grail. Yep. I still have some of that.
I think I do too. 8%. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made that recipe when I first got the Kentucky.
Exactly, Daniel. I actually always kind of, other than, actually, I think it was a chase for the the Camel Cash and all that stuff was actually what kept me on cigarettes more than a pipe, because I probably would have went pipe because I actually preferred pipe tobacco, which isn't still harm reduction.
Pipe tobacco is 100 times better than cigarettes. It was a lot easier to bring those flavors over to vaping compared to cigarettes. Yeah.
Yep. And that's what most of my mixes have been, is more like reminding me of the pipe tobacco. What they do, I mean, we don't have a really good, you don't get the nasty, I don't know, like weird, well, with the exception of maybe that what is it, the smoky one there or whatever.
Black fire, but that's what that's meant to do. That's meant to be ashy.
Yeah, I just smelled that. Was it last night, Adam? I smelled it. Open that up.
I told you, man. I was like, take a whiff of that bad boy and tell me what you smell.
That smells like I need to, like I have to clean cleaning a chimney, cleaning the creosote of a chimney is what that smells like.
Exactly what it fucking smells like.
Like wet creosote.
Cambridge. I'm trying to remember.
Tastes the same too. That's what DNB from Inawaris tastes like too. The dirty neutral base.
Okay.
It's like just wet fucking ash. It's gross, but it's legit though. It's like so authentic.
No, I like using Soho because it has like that ashiness to it.
That's probably the best one out of all of those. Yeah, I actually ran out of that flavor.
Oh, I got a big bottle of it.
You got to kind of use that one a little bit high from what I remember, don't you?
Not. I mean,
as far as flavor art goes.
I mean, if you're trying to mix like Winstead, she used it like 10-11% in some mixes.
Oh yeah, no, I never.
Take me to see. I've still got the big old one, the big, that big roller, the cigarette roller. I got that big one still. It's in the other room in the drawer.
That's one thing I never did. I never did the rollers.
I got the little one and the big ones. That's because it got expensive toward the end for starters. It was really expensive. It's like, you know what? And I kind of like the flavor better off these. It doesn't kill my lungs as bad. But I did find I was smoking more of them than I would a Marlboro. Because it's, So you got that. It's kind of like, remember that they came out with that brilliant thing that did make it through the PMTA like process thing, that they had those cigarette things.
The heat,
the low nicotine. It's like, smoke 4 times as much, get 4 times the carcinogens for less nicotine. It's like, okay.
Were you guys both primarily Marlboro smokers?
Yeah, I was a Marlboro. I went from reds to whites.
I would jump between Marlboros and Camels, but mostly Marlboro.
Crazy.
Occasionally, like if Camels were on sale, I'd go there, but I mean, they were a little more harsher.
I smoked Marlboros for the first probably 5 years. I smoked cigarettes. I feel like
Marlboro Reds.
Yep.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it's just easy.
Now there's a meme going around saying America was better when people smoked Marlboro Reds, and now they're vaping strawberry cheesecake. I'm like, hey, I like strawberry cheesecake.
Yeah, right. Fuck you.
And I will fire my AR-15 while vaping strawberry cheesecakes.
Yeah, right.
Yourself.
Yeah,
while drinking a Budweiser.
Yeah, I can't drink the Budweiser.
Nah, I agree.
They're nasty.
Budweiser for me.
Yeah, no.
I'll take a Bud Light if I have to.
Yeah.
If I have to.
If anything Anheuser-Busch, I just can't enjoy it.
I don't really like their products either.
So they'll never be a sponsor, but yeah.
My grandmother and grandfather were Genesee drinkers.
Oh.
He liked his cream ale, and she liked her
Jenny Light.
Jenny Light.
I remember going when I don't even know if I was 21 yet, but I worked at this factory, and there was this bar down the street that we used to always walk to, and they had like the shuffle bowling in there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And they were like the Mason mugs, Mason jar style mugs that you got like the Dollar General or probably Dollar Tree, and they were like 25 or 50 cents for Jenny Light.
Wow.
And you could,
I don't know why he smoked.
You could drink a ton of them though, and they never.
I don't know why he smoked at the end, but when I was younger, my cousin who passed away last year from cancer, lung cancer, and left his 2 special needs kids behind, he actually smoked unfiltered Pall Malls forever. And my uncle used to smoke because his father being getting like free cigarettes all the time. He always smoked the unfiltered Camels. And man, I remember taking some of them. I remember taking some of them once in a while, and when I was lower, just thought I'd grab a few for free because he always had the big packs and stuff. It's like, that was harsh. That was
I accidentally bought a pack of unfiltered Camels when I was on a significant amount of mushrooms one night. I didn't realize it until I was like 2 blocks away from the store and packing them and opening them. I was like, these cigarettes are weird, man.
I bet you significantly coughed up a lot more the next day too.
By that point, I mean, it didn't even make a difference.
Yeah, I think the only unfiltered cigarettes I ever really smoked was I'm going back hell.
Lucky's?
Over 30 years ago. Cool. They were cool filterless.
Oh yeah, I remember a cool unfiltered.
I was given a carton because my ex-father-in-law, that's what he smoked Cools, and
my mother did that.
I guess he accidentally bought a carton and they wouldn't return it. So he was like, "Here, you want them?" I'm like, "Well, I was fucking broke. Yeah, I'll smoke them. I don't give a shit." And they were, I could still remember spitting a little bit of tobacco out of my freaking mouth.
Yeah, when I worked at a supermarket after high school in like 98, 99, the cigarette like dispenser was like that had the cartons was just like kind of in the middle of the front of the store. It was like a big tower, and like you would take one and the next one would slide down, you know?
Yep.
And then you'd go to customer service and you'd pay for it. But we worked when the store was closed. So I would just take what I wanted out of there, whatever cartons I wanted, put them in the bathroom garbage can until I was ready to leave. And then when the fucking store opened in the morning, I was about to go, I'd fucking put them in my backpack and walk out because we
used to have one of those cigarette dispensing machines used to be at the post office in Gregg, New York.
Oh, wow.
We also used to smoke in the store while the store was closed, and nobody fucking cared. Just in the supermarket, walking around the aisles, fucking smoking cigarettes. And then they were like, "Oh, you guys can't do that anymore. But just go in the back room and smoke." Okay.
In fact, that machine actually, the funny part was because they had stock there of the cigarettes. My mother was a Kool smoker. When they stopped making Kools, that's the only place she could get it for a long time. So she bought out everything that was in the Kool section of that cigarette dispenser. I remember that. And she was throwing a fit when they stopped making
I didn't even
Kools.
know they stopped making Kools.
That's where I tried those fucking unfilters. I was like, "Ooh, let's give these a try," because they had like behind customer service, they had individual packs, and you could just go back there and just snag them.
Can't remember if they stopped it, if they changed it. They might have done something with the filters or something, changed it. Something happened, and she was throwing a fit.
I don't know. Do they still make Kool cigarettes? I don't even know.
I don't know if they still make them or not. But they
so
changed something.
They still do.
They do. So I think it was a filter. They put a longer filter or a different filter in. Something. They did something to make them safer. And my mother threw a fit. She was practically ready to protest.
Change the paper.
The flame retardant paper.
FSC. Yeah. Flames, fire safe cigarettes.
Yeah, I remember when they first started coming out, and you look to try to find a carton that didn't have that on there.
Yep.
Because they tasted better. Too. Like right when they were doing a changeover, you were trying to find the old ones.
That's what she did. She went and found it.
Kool
she took out all the Kools. And she was going in there for like weeks because they had a few cartons in the back until they were all gone. Every time she'd go in there to like check the mail, and she'd empty it out every day.
You still call 100 super longs? That's amazing.
Oh wow.
Super longs.
Oh, Martha, I didn't know you were in Boston. That's cool. My brother lives in East Taunton, down near Fall River. Today is his 51st wedding anniversary.
Whoa!
Yeah, and we all are so much better since we stopped those cigarettes, man. I can hardly believe that
Oh, you were talking about cream ales earlier. This is the cream ale, Little Kings. You ever had a Little Kings before?
No, I never heard of it.
They're like little 5.5 ounce bottles.
Oh.
And they used to only have just regular, but now apparently they have a blood orange and an agave lime too.
Oh, that's different.
But my part-time drummer from the Disheartened, Leonard, he was our drummer when we didn't have a drummer. He would fill in. He would always drink these at any bar that had them, and he would walk around. He has these big old freaking bear claw mitts of hands, so he'd have one in between each finger. So he'd just walk around with like 8 fucking Little Kings. He'd be like, "Hey, have you ever had a Little King?" I'd be like, and you'd say no, and he'd be like, "Here, enjoy." And he would just give out Little Kings at bars to people who never had a Little King.
Oh wow,
I'm still convinced that's the reason
this week. Almost half of everyone wants.
Wow.
I guess because the other options all kind of suck. I guess.
I have a pack of Serbian cigarettes in my closet.
I remember when you used to still be, I still remember when you used to still be able to buy cigarettes through the mail.
I gotta look. Yeah, I remember that shit.
I remember buying them online, and they would come from they would like be like they were Russian Marlboros, and they were harsh. They were cheap. They were harsh, like $6 a carton or something.
All right.
I remember getting duty-free Marlboros back when I first started driving. I'd go up to Buffalo, and because I used to go into Hamilton, Ontario. Yep.
Some Ron Hill menthol breeze cigarettes.
Huh.
With a
oh, it's still sealed too. Damn.
Serbian tax stamp on it.
Oh wow.
Yep.
We used to go to my mother always used to go. We'd go like once a month to the reservation in New York for the duty free. You know, get it from. I would save you like half your money because you wouldn't have to pay the New York State taxes.
That's what Clown Puncher used to do.
Yeah.
Seneca's.
And Seneca's. Yep.
On the fucking reservation.
Yep, and then
I could never get behind the Senecas. I never liked them.
And then the state troopers would camp out outside the reservation, wait for you to come out, and then they'd pull you over and search your car.
Yep.
Yeah,
Seneca's tasted like stale Marlboros.
Yeah, you were allowed a few cartons, but only so many, which is why they had to go. She had to go once a month, and you couldn't do more than that because they'd check your car constantly.
Oh yeah. And then the Seneca Indians, they would block the thruway.
Yep.
Because they would start, the state troopers would harass so many people it would hurt their sales. And there's a part of the New York State Thruway west of Buffalo. There's a small section, maybe like 3 or 4 miles, that is on Seneca land.
Yep.
And they would block it and put toll booths up. Say, no, now everyone's gonna pay us. And the state of New York will not maintain that stretch of road. They lowered the speed limit down to like 35, and the road would be bumpy as shit and falling apart because the state would not maintain that section, saying, "Oh, if that's on your land, then you need to maintain it." Even though the state of New York's getting the toll revenue from it being, a toll road. Yeah, exactly, Kerplop. Yeah, Switzerland cartons for $5 through the mail. Yep. And you still got that shit quicker than you get Fast Tech.
And you'd think that shipping would get better over the years. You would think.
No.
Nope.
I never had a Fast Tech order take longer than 3 weeks.
I got lucky. I was complaining. Oh man, it's taking forever. And then when I did the math on it, it was 17 days. It was no different than any other time. It's just, I guess I'm just getting old and impatient.
Just impatient, yep. I haven't ordered from them in a couple years though.
Because I got mine came in on Tuesday.
Oh, so this is recent then? Okay.
Yeah. Leo, the Pembroke exit, exactly. That's where the reservation is.
That's it, Pembroke.
That's where I used to hang out. For work. Oh. And there's a truck stop down in Angola that's an Indian reservation truck stop. Frank, what's up, Frank?
Eater.
See, we'd see a lot less resistance if they could figure out a way, and they're trying. They're doing a good job of it, making it, and that's where I think we're headed. Is if they could get it to the point that make the tax revenue they do off cigarettes by proving it's unsafe and got that amount of tax revenue they get off cigarettes, I think we'd see a lot of change. Unfortunately, that would make vaping very expensive, like very, very expensive.
Both work.
Yeah,
they both work.
It's usually one or the other.
Yeah, I don't know how allergy season is for you guys where you're at, but I go outside and there's like a coating every day of like yellow pollen.
We already had that. We're done with all that already. We had that. We had that in March.
We had a little bit in March, but it's like we got a second round of. I think it's different flowerings. Different things are flowering.
Like we don't have it right now. This week. We've been getting some now. We're starting to get the crazy storms are coming through now. Late May, early June. Now hurricane season will be kicking in and be fun. They're saying South Carolina.
If anybody saw that,
Carolina might be looking at getting some nasty storms this summer. They're saying that it's been a while for them, and they're saying this will be their year.
Just this week, we're driving through and paying attention a little bit. Normally, I just drive through and don't pay attention. Where that hurricane, that tornado hit in Claremont, New Hampshire.
Oh yeah.
We're driving through there. They still haven't put all the poles back up. They actually have poles laying on their side with the wire, the power wires coming down onto the transformer that's still on the pole sideways on the ground and back up again. I'm thinking to myself, this feels safe.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to live here.
I'm not too comfortable with that.
No, I couldn't believe that when I saw that. There's like 2 poles like that laying on side, they have the transformer side up, so it's not technically on the ground, but it's like, They haven't replaced all those lines yet.
Let's see. Tim B's asking where we're from. Advocate for Liberty lives in New Hampshire or Vermont.
Vermont. Right on the border.
Adam's in Chicago, and I live in North Carolina.
I'm originally from upstate New York. True upstate.
And I'm originally from South Jersey, right outside Philly. So
I'm from here.
Yep. Adam's he's native. He's naive Chicagoan.
Yep, naive. Yep.
Actually,
whole life.
I'm gonna have there's a new guy's gonna be starting to work for us here in the couple of weeks. He's actually moving to Greensboro from Chicago.
The nice thing about Chicago is it's got a lot of culture, though.
Oh yeah.
Show enough.
Yeah,
it really does.
It's everything, and the food too. It's like, and the culture and the food just go hand in hand. And
yep.
Come work at my store for an hour in the morning. You'll see all kinds of fucking different people.
It's kind of like one of those. It's like a hub location, so it's actually
absolutely
gets a lot of that culture.
Oh, I bet taking me to see the South Florida. Yeah, my stepson, he lives on the west coast of Florida. He's down by Naples. Yeah, you get the lizards and the iguanas come out and get the afternoon thunderstorm.
You went down there catching the knolls just for fun.
Yeah, right.
Saw a black racer snake. Could have caught it, but I was like, I had to verify it first. There are no black snakes other than the black racer down here. They're poisonous, right? So by the time I found out, it was too late.
Yeah, we get black snakes here, but they're just good for they're good to keep the insects off the plants and everything, and some of the keep the rodents away. I mean, so you see a black snake in your garden here, it's supposed to be good for you, so just leave it alone.
Yeah, you're like, what's up, dude? Keep doing your job.
Exactly.
Leave me alone. Seen a wild snake in years around here.
Yeah, we get garden snakes here and grass snakes. That's basically it.
We get the nasty spiders here.
Oh god, spiders, yeah.
Yeah, we get the black widows, we get the wolf spiders, we get the brown recluse.
I have seen a couple black widows over the years up here, and I thought that wasn't a common thing.
Yeah.
My dad got bit by a brown recluse spider. Had a fucking hole in his back from it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have brown recluse.
Like 5 layers of his fucking skin.
Brown recluse and wolf spiders here at the house.
Had to have all kinds of fucking anti-venoms and shit. I was like, Jesus, man.
And we get the lizards.
I think I got bit by a spider. Will you look at that? And I was like, whoa, yeah, you need to go to the doctor, dude.
I unfortunately haven't been bit by the brown recluse, but we've seen a few of them in the house. And we get rid of those as quick as possible.
Yeah, smashy, instantaneous. I don't care what. Yeah. I don't even. Whatever's near, you're getting fucking smashed, bro.
Fortunately, they're not quite as aggressive as like the wolf spiders. The wolf spiders are much more aggressive.
Yeah, a brown recluse spider will just chill.
Yeah. I remember.
It's like, I know I can kill you. I don't care. It's like having that
sleep.
It's like having that big black old muscle car. You know you have the power to pass the guy next to you. You don't need to like waste your gas. You know you can.
Everybody's got a car like that in this neighborhood. Fucking shows it off. It's like a fucking dick waving contest.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys hear sometimes on the stream, I got the 91 goes behind my house. That's the edge of my property. That underpass. They like to go up there and rev their motor underneath it, all hours of the day and night.
Oh yeah.
It's lovely.
Like
at 3
a.m. Anarchy do fucking by Meter's house at 3 o'clock in the morning. There's like a whole club of them out there at 3 in the morning, fucking revving their Harleys. It's like, dudes, come on, be cool.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, you can keep the Scorpions. I'm not interested in them unless we're talking, rock you like a hurricane or something, or I like those Scorpions, but
I'm still loving
you. Oh yeah.
Wasn't it a centipede that Lumi got one night while we were live? I think it was a centipede.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. She's always fucking hunting down insects and killing them.
Yeah, but it was in her house. It was under her computer desk, and she's like freaking out. It ran and hid in the garbage can. Actually,
I thought that was just a big old fucking ant or something. It was like a giant mutant ant.
There was a mutant ant, but I believe one night.
Like I said, there's always it's always something with her. She's always like,
Remember the fly chasing thing the other day where she found out a keyboard?
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
Yep.
I thought for sure we were going to see like underboob or something that day.
I thought something was going to fall over. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to come back. She's going to come back on screen and we're just going to see a destroyed room.
Yes.
I don't know. Let's find that entertaining. Well, we straight away. It's mixing quite a bit.
Yeah, we done. We banged out 2 hours.
Yep. Just remember this: kicking frogs across Huckleberry Pond.
I gotta look up that mix. Yeah, it looks. The name of it sounds fun.
It does. You know what? We mentioned it. Now we're gonna do one little step farther.
Yeah.
Sorry, Neon. Have to do it. I'm putting a link in chat because that actually looks. I like the look.
Oh, is it one of hers?
Yes.
Is that her mix? Oh, that's how much I was. And I could mix this.
What's in it besides the gummy frog?
Yeah, oh, you do have it all?
Yes, VSO Huckleberry, Loran's Lemonade, Lemon's Kick, Sweet Type Peach from SSA, and Super Sweet. Oh, yeah.
How's that flavor? Sweet Type Peach.
It's not bad.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Like
I don't have the frog gummy candy or the
FA.
Lemon's Kick. The Lemon's Kick, though, if it tastes a little like you were saying,
I love Lemon's Kick. I remember there was
I could probably sub citrus soda
flavor.
for that.
There was a mix I did on Fresh's show one time, and like it was Fresh did this thing where someone else picked the profile and you had to mix it, and there was like 6 of us or whatever on the stream, and I got Fresh, and he wanted it was like a drink, like a lemon lime drink type thing, and first I did citrus soda, and I was like, I didn't like it, so I actually went ahead after the stream and I remixed it and used Lemon's Kick. And I sent it back to him and said, "Here, try this." He goes, "That's fucking perfect." Yes.
Yeah, citrus soda has the right flavor, but it doesn't have the right bite
to
it.
It's heavy.
Oh, okay.
It's too heavy for me. It's too syrupy.
It's more syrupy, and Lemon's Kick is more bright and bubbly.
Yes. Yeah, Lemon's Kick.
Absolutely.
You can almost taste the effervescence out of Lemon's Kick. It's like
I had gotten a little bottle of that as a sampler, and I ran out. I need to reorder that. I completely forgot that flavor.
Frog gummy candy. What is that like?
Have you ever had a frog gummy? We got them at the tree. Oh, you're diabetic. Damn it.
Yeah, I know. I can't try it.
I honestly haven't. I have the flavor and I've never used it. I bought it just because,
I love those candies.
To collect them all type of deal.
Oh, it's like a peach flavored. It's like a peach flavored gummy. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's got like that white cream gummy too with it.
Almost
so
like
it's like a fruity and a creamy kind of fucking gummy. From what I recall, the ones we have.
I think I might have had those before, if that's what I'm thinking of. Does it have like a white layer on the bottom of them? Is that like the creamy one? The 2-layer ones? So one of those ones almost
it's like green and then white on the bottom, like the belly side is white. Is like a white creamy gummy. It's like almost like a vanilla kind of.
Okay, so I wouldn't sub anything. I'm gonna have to get those 2 flavorings and try this.
Yeah, I may have to mix this up after the stream.
Yeah, you have to let me know how that turns out too, because
I don't have peach sweet type, but if I really wanted to do it, I could swap it out for.
Oh, nice, nice, Frank. You're going away for 4 months, candy, though. Taking the summer off and hanging out in the RV. That's fucking awesome.
Oh, nice.
Nah, VSO doesn't have a frog yet.
No frog yet. Huh?
VSO Kermit.
Yeah.
Yes, there we go. Kermit flavor.
Yeah.
Tastes like the skin of a frog. It's slimy.
well, if it has a little bit of bacon flavor in there, then it's Kermit after she was hanging it. He was
right.
Well, we also just need to know if this to do the frog flavor, is this going to be cooked frog or raw frog? And is it? I mean, it's naturally extracted, so is the frog alive? So it's like.
Swag only does cruelty-free extractions.
Yes.
So he won't kill the frog.
No frogs were harmed.
No, the frogs have to die of old age.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Permit the frog. There we go.
No, Permit the Fog. That was a dude who used to fucking be in chat.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
He was around back in the day.
Yes. Yeah. Shane just put that up too. Permit the Frog.
Yep.
Yeah, I do not have TFA energy drink. The only energy drink I have is Flavora, and it's really good.
I have the Flavora.
Yeah,
Flavora energy.
No, I do have the Mullenberry one too, and I'm not a fan. It's okay. Yeah, Shisha Frog. There you go. Smoked frog.
Boy!
First time I ever had frog legs, I was in Michigan in a bar, and they were like little baby chicken wings. And they had like that garlic, like garlic salt seasoning on them, garlic powder.
I used to get my grandmother. I used to get
never had frog.
Frog legs used to go out frogging all the time and get them.
It literally tastes just like chicken, just small.
I figured.
And chewier, a little chewier.
Yeah, well, you bread deep fry anything, it's going to taste like chicken.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I used to catch them go frogging all the time and get frogs for her. We lived on a pond. I mean, it's what you do. Frogs,
Such
catfish.
A hick, weren't you, Tim?
Yeah, what does the frog taste like? Chicken, yeah.
Yeah, so you just relabel your chicken, change a little bit of the seasoning or something like that, swaggy, and you can make yourself the Kermit flavor.
Yeah.
Fucking gross.
And I guess if you put that with the VSO bacon, then you can get Kermit sex.
What is VSO chicken gonna taste like? Is it a baked chicken or is it a fried chicken? Is it like just white meat chicken? Is it dark meat chicken? If it's fried chicken,
you got me
wondering.
Want it. Yeah,
if you got some KFC in that shit, I'll vape some KFC.
That is a really good question.
Roasted,
roasted
cool.
chicken. All right,
interesting.
Like Kenny Rogers had back in the day. Kenny Rogers.
Yeah, Kenny Rogers roasters.
Yeah, roasters or roasted chicken.
Yeah, remember there was a whole episode of Seinfeld where Kramer couldn't sleep because they opened the Kenny Rogers roasters right fucking across the street from him, and their sign was so bright it was blinding him.
Yeah, I remember that.
Shades he put up, it was just like fucking phosphor light fucking glowing into his fucking house, his apartment.
Yeah, I even put out the blackout curtains, didn't work.
Yep. I can't get any sleep because of the roaster sign. I'm freaking out over here.
Is that sad? I remember that episode.
It's a classic.
TFA fresh fish with cream. Ugh.
That's like
that's
Flavor
like
Art crab.
Yeah,
Flavor Art crab. That was the thing for a while.
Yeah.
Like, vape this. What is it? Just try it.
Yeah. Then you gag and you're like, yeah, you're an asshole.
And then everyone was doing like sextuple menthol fucking like challenges and shit.
Yeah,
that's when people were like vaping for sport.
Yeah, I guess.
That's when there were still cloud comps and shit.
I remember sitting here one night and I had my trash can right by me and I'm vaping Systroming, and then I had to do the double menthol. Yeah,
oh god!
Just Systroming. I was literally dry heaving into the trash can.
Oof.
That's when Nikki B used to do her Saturday night show, and Big Doc sent him out to everybody.
Yeah, I remember that.
I used
to watch those.
I still say Hesh cheated though.
I bet he did. Cause he had like a mech, right?
Yeah, and he's doing it on that, and it's just like.
And he was like, "Yeah, bro, I'm doing it like a champ." No, you weren't. You liar!
Yeah,
I hope you're watching, Hesh.
Yeah, you're vaping something else. you were full of shit. All right, gang, let's wrap this puppy up. We've gone over time, and I got stuff to get done. I still have to go to the store, figure out what I'm gonna cook tonight. Might do chicken thighs.
Oh.
Boneless chicken thighs, and do like some, and maybe do like a bourbon chicken or something.
That sounds good.
But now everyone here is keto, so it's like all the rice and everything I get to keep for myself because they won't want to eat any of that. They still want the veggies though. Maybe just do chicken veggies, do rice on the side for me.
Ooh, goodness gracious. So efficient.
So Tim, you want to put the schedule out there on chat for everybody?
Oh yeah, I can throw that up there. Yeah, I can throw the schedule for the vape shows.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, tomorrow we got Wendy, and then tomorrow night noted is Recipe Week, I believe. Or is it Flavor of the Quarter? No, it's not Flavor of the Quarter. It's Recipe Week.
Not Flavor of the Quarter yet.
Daniel, tell me. You'll probably know.
Oh, VSO Maple.
Yay,
Flavor. That sounds good.
Yep, Flavor wins. We're doing Flavor next week. By a landslide.
No problem. I actually was just looking through my Flavor.
46%. Damn.
Yeah.
I just made a Flavor mix last night.
That's what I voted for, so I'll take it.
That blueberry black tea is black tea from Flavora. I made last night. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, we do a lot with Flavor, that's for darn sure. Alrighty, let's.
Yeah, there's the recipe. There's the calendar and chat for all the mixing shows. Something every day but Friday.
Yep. Alrighty, gang.
Oh.
Like I always say, be safe, wash your hands, don't talk to strangers. Hope everyone has a great week. And we'll see you next week for Flavora. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Fruit custards tomorrow.
Oh, okay.